Yo, 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 what's up, y'all? Welcome to another week of Taking High Ground Fridays, a very slow news week, but we have some great verses and awesome recent pickups as well, but some things in between, and obviously a lot of collecting topics. So let's get into it. My name is Rob. How you doing, bro?
I'm good. What's going on? Let me say hi to everybody. We already got 10 people in here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Natron, JL, Bone Staple, Inky, Matthew, Andrew Rice. What's going on?
What's up? What's up?
Richard, can't forget you. Our first and only mod over there.
Yes, sir.
Mile
Yes, sir.
High, Shane, and Get Hype. What's going on, guys?
What's up,
Man,
y'all?
it's been how's your week been? It's been
It's been
busy.
pretty good, busy, but it's nothing uncommon. but
Um, if
yeah,
if you guys don't know, we did a for all the people who are premium members, we dropped an hour-long video on
yeah.
Wednesday night on the Fortnite Cards website. So if you guys want to see that exclusive video, you can. I'm gonna touch on one of the things that we talked about in that
Mhm.
video. Unless you have anything else to start off with, we can talk about
No,
that.
no, yeah. And also, yeah, that is if you are a premium member, you haven't seen it already, definitely check it out, like Dylan said. But also if you're thinking about becoming a premium member, it's a lot more chill than a Friday. We kind of interact with the live on the chat on Fridays and stuff like that. But that's just kind of me and Dylan just kind of going over topics that have been on our head for over the past week. So it's definitely a fun time.
Yeah, so as you guys if you guys saw the thumbnail, I asked a question like what's it worth? And I'm really curious. We got 15 people in here. Fortnite comps are super hard, in my
Hmm.
opinion. Like, I don't think there is a right answer for a comp right
Hmm.
now, at least, with how rare they are and how like scarce they are,
Yeah.
how they never pop up, how there's never any auctions and things like that. So I wanted to ask you guys before I get into the topic, and if you're a premium member, you probably know where this is going if you watch the whole thing. Um, but what do you guys think a USA Red Knight shard is worth in raw? Like just an open guess without like research or anything like that. Like what do you think it would be worth realistically? Or what would you be surprised to see it at? I'm curious.
Me
Um
or the chat?
I'm curious what the chat says. I'm
Yeah, I
curious
won't
what
say. I'll
I
say
want to
something
get your
after
take
the.
too. I want to
Yeah,
get your
yeah,
take
after.
too.
Yeah, I'll
But
get
like I
it.
don't want to influence some of the
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
out there. Um but yeah, let me know what you guys think. 1K, okay, 1.5K,
Mm-hmm.
probably 1K, 1500. All right, so at least for you three, we're in the same ballpark.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of where my head was at. Rob, where are you at around that for
Yeah,
Raw?
yeah. I would usually say, for that one, pretty much 9 to 1K, 900 to 1K is usually where I would go with that one.
Okay, so if you guys saw one, I don't know, for $200, what would y'all do?
Oh,
I'm
I'm
curious.
immediately. I'm
Buying it
grabbing that track.
immediately, right?
Yeah, yeah. I've been there.
Okay.
I've been there before.
So if it's $200, does condition matter?
200 for a red night? No, not for me.
Matthew said pass. He said he's gonna pass on a $200 one. All right, so I'm gonna get into it. So I'm in a lot of Facebook groups, which I don't know why, but I was in a sports card
Yeah.
Facebook group, and some of you guys might have seen this. I'm gonna throw this on the screen. So I saw this pop up on my feed,
Mm-hmm.
and you guys know my interest got piqued. I was like, "Hey, what's a Black Knight?" I didn't know which one they were talking about. Obviously, this was a coin card. So then I was like, "Oh, let me look into this. Look at the comments."
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not gonna blow it up because we're gonna get into it. But everyone was talking about just search eBay for comps. So I started striking back and saying, no, Fortnite's not like all sports cards. It's different.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I was like, you can't just go off of comps because you don't know what the heck you're talking about. And some
Mm-hmm.
people said, look, I found plenty on here. And then someone posted a Red Knight USA shard. Can I show it without the anyway, they posted this. I don't want to show the name. Um, they
I
posted
get
that,
that.
and right with it. Well, I don't know if. Oh well, it's probably going to be found. So they posted this. I don't know if I can zoom in on this picture. Open image, a new tab. There we go. So he posted this as the comps, and as if like, hey, I have this card, and he posted this. These are all Italy comps.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a USA shard, and he was valuing it at $200. I didn't do what most people do and like try to like DM him and all kinds of stuff. I quickly responded within like the first 30 seconds or a minute for seeing the comment and told him what he had. It's a USA crystal shard. It's very different. I would expect 3 to 4x. And based off what you guys are saying, that's probably in the right ballpark.
Mm-hmm.
Fortnite cards are very confusing, and many sports cards collectors have these cards. I'm
Yeah.
sure, and they don't know what they have, and they're confused. So
Mm-hmm.
for people who are looking for, I don't know, deals or like they're sick of eBay and stuff like that, do not be afraid to post in these Facebook groups and the sports cards and stuff like that. I know a lot of you are concerned about the hobby and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that, but like there's a lot of like, card collectors are out there buying stuff when they get bored, and a lot of people probably bought cards in 2019, put them on the shelf, and have forgot about them, right?
Yep.
So if you guys are looking to spark new collectors or even find some cards maybe at a decent value, check these groups. Okay, I'm not condoning like ripping people off, right? So like kind of be honest, and but like let them know you have a USA shard, but they're still not going to know like the price value, right? So like who knows what you're looking for, but like there's some
Yeah.
deals to be had, but also trying to say like try to be as honest as you can, but you might be able to get some discounts on there. Um, I would say do it because it helps the hobby grow, and I think there's some interest that people just don't know.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what I had. I don't know what your thoughts are on it, Rob. And y'all
Yeah.
can go and try to find the post. I'm not gonna post it.
Yeah.
But that group had like either I forget which one it was. It either had 40,000 or 100,000 members in it.
Mm-hmm.
And when the guy posted about the Black Knight Hollow, a whole bunch of people were commenting I've never seen before, giving advice. Now, do I know if they've seen the show or if they're in the Facebook group? I have no idea. But I've never
Mm-hmm.
recognized their names. And they were like, go for USA. And some people were saying the Italy thing. So there are collectors out there that aren't in the Facebook group or at least are quiet in our group. So
Yeah.
I thought it was interesting. If anybody saw that post, let me know. I know some of you guys are in there.
Yeah. Sometimes I would say in life, the hardest lessons is the ones that build character. and
Yeah.
sometimes you got to know what you have. It's it's one of those things where if the right person comes in there and they grab it for the price that they threw out there, they'll see that red knight pop up on auction one day and be like, "Yo, did I really sell that?" And it turns, it makes you understand exactly what Fortnite cards is as well. So to Dylan's point, helping somebody out can get them to understand what they have, and then other times they may drop the ball and sell it for cheap, and they're gonna learn the same lesson. It just may take may take a little bit longer for them to realize. But yeah, I do agree. I think that like Dylan said, a lot of those, I mean, we've all experienced it. If you were around the time that at least Series 1 and Series 2 was on shelves, when you would go up to that shelf and you would see somebody up there over there already. I remember vividly Series 2 being on the shelf. I got there probably 2 seconds too late. He had it in there. He didn't even collect Fortnite. Luckily, he was cool and he gave me at least one box out of the 6, or 4. I can't remember what it
I
was.
remember I
But
remember it
but yeah,
clearly. I was hiding in the girls section, watching the cards section
I
because they were
remember you telling
stocking.
me. Yeah, yeah,
And this is
yeah,
like the night they come out. Hey, I was like, Rob, they're stocking, they're stocking. I was like, I'm gonna wait. And I was just waiting for the stock things. And then it was like,
yeah,
I went up and talked to him and was like, nah, we didn't get any of those in yet. But she
yeah.
knew exactly what I was talking about. I was like, okay. The thing though with like series one though, is like we all may forget this. And it's easy to forget what you've learned.
Mhm.
Um, the Italy cracked ice and the USA cracked ice for series one, although to us and probably all of you guys that are watching, is obvious, right?
It's not.
It
Yeah.
was
Mhm.
not.
It was not as
And
obvious.
I haven't seen it in a while, but back like a couple years ago, everyone was saying they couldn't tell the difference.
Mhm.
Everybody said they couldn't tell the difference. I always could. I don't know if it's because I saw the USA in person because I ripped it. I don't
Mhm.
know what it was, but I always could. But many people couldn't, and that's
Yeah.
very obvious now looking at these other sports groups. So there's a lot of cards out there. Who knows how much got ripped by just random sports cards collectors? It was pretty much during the boom or
Mhm.
right before the boom, right? So it could got into a lot of people's hands and they just put it to the side. It's just really interesting.
Yeah. You know, what you saying that it made me think of something like if a big gap does come between Brazil and Italy, right? Let's
Hmm.
just call it
That'd be interesting.
you- that'll be interesting because now don't get me wrong, like you said, across the board it was hard to tell at the beginning. But now
USA and Italy's already crazy. It
yeah,
was hard for them to
yeah.
tell. Now
Yeah.
you try to do the other one, we can't even tell.
No, it's impossible. It's impossible sometimes. Like sometimes the light hits it right where you could tell it's Brazil because Brazil is darker and then Italy is lighter and it has like a green tint to it. But on average, I mean, they're going to be so confused if it is a price gap that happens between them and this one is let's say $300 more. That's going to be a tough task if it's not slabbed, that is. But as time goes on, more and more will be slabbed. But yeah, interesting times for sure.
Yeah, I just know I was super excited to see some of these people commenting and saying, like, I think I saw Colton in there. I'm pretty sure I saw
Yeah.
Colton post. Some other people that I did not recognize were saying, like, hey, USA over Italy and things like that.
Mhm.
So I don't know. It was just cool to see. I don't usually go after those things because when like not DKV, which is
Mhm.
one of our favorites, but when the Garbage Pail Kids ones was popping up, I saw some people go to these Facebook groups and ask and do
Yeah.
stuff like that. So thinking outside of the box
Mhm.
may be beneficial. You know who I saw? Tyler. I think I saw Tyler post in sports groups before looking for Fortnite cards, and I
Mm.
wonder if he had any luck. Um,
Uh, Tyler Gawinski or the other Tyler?
the Tyler, I can't remember.
Football collector Tyler?
I think it's the Tyler that worked for.
Tyler, yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
think so.
yeah.
I could be wrong
Mich-
though.
I call him Michigan Tyler. Michigan Tyler.
Yeah.
Yeah. See that?
Yeah, it's a little different. They will care eventually.
Yeah.
It's just like they don't know enough, right?
And
Um,
and this is interesting though. What I like that the reason why I like that Inky said this is because obviously they're really our they're really our poster for the Fortnite hobby with them going to shows and
yep.
the setup that they have. So it's interesting to see the experiences that they have in person because I know what you were about to get at. It's like that lack of knowledge thing. Like nobody cares until you really understand the nuances of it. So yeah, that's definitely interesting.
Yeah, I mean, here's where I look at it. When you're at the shows and people are first coming into the Fortnite cards and they don't care if it's like USA or Italy, I feel like they're getting their feet wet because
Hmm.
I remember getting into it. I was the same way. It's like whichever one I can get. When you're getting
Hmm.
started, that's how you. But once you like really dig into it and you want to build your collection, I see a lot of. I'm not saying everybody. A lot of
Hmm.
people start, like leading towards the USA shards because of how scarce they are and just
Yeah.
like the whole perception that they bring with them. I feel like people move towards that as they get more serious about collecting Fortnite in specific. So it
Yeah.
doesn't
Yeah.
surprise me that people outside of the group and outside of the Discord don't really care too much whether it's USA or Italy.
Mhm.
But I feel like the people who are really, really serious have been in this for a while and are in the groups and doing that kind of stuff. So it makes sense to me.
Yeah, it's a to your point to tie it to sports, it's like that natural progression. When you come in, you may be looking for a Prism Silver, you kind of getting your feet wet, getting the base and things like that. Like we
Or
can
you
point
ask
out,
like, I want
yeah,
a rookie of my favorite
yeah,
player, right? That's all
yeah,
you say sometimes is like, I want his
yeah,
rookie card or something like that.
yeah,
You don't know about like the tens, so out of tens,
hmm,
out of ones, and things like
yep,
that. The
yeah,
on card autos, you know.
yeah.
This is, I mean, Fortnite's confusing, but sports it can be
Oh
pretty
yeah,
confusing as well.
it's
So
especially because like will use Luca because he's about to go to the finals right now. Like we remember the Luca craze, right?
mhm.
And at that time, like the base is anything that was on the lower end, people were moving for liquidity. But maybe that was just their first time in there. And let's be real, at the time, the hobby was that a lot of people were flipping and all those things. But then as you become a seasoned collector, you may still keep some of those nuances. But then you start looking for, like you said, out of tens, out of 50s, and you kind of get a little bit more creative. I think it's just a growth in the hobby. And offers that as well. It just kind of takes time.
Mile High said with PSA 10 shards coming down to 500 to 600 range, do we still think megas are priced right?
Yeah, I think so. Well, I won't say. I think if I'm being honest, I think right now the sweet spot is it being at 1K. I think that is like that 950 to 1K. I think that's the sweet spot. Like that 1100. I still think it's the value is there, but I think it moves a little bit quicker with that 100 off of it at the 1K.
So
But
if you're saying
yeah,
the average card is 500, right, and you get two, it adds up to 1,000. But then you can pull a monster like Peely, which will
yeah.
be over it, or Black Knight, which will be a few
Hmm.
X, like maybe
Hmm.
10X, right?
Yeah,
To be
yeah.
safe, like of course it could be way more. Then yeah, and so like it's not just like what does the average card go for. You have to think about the huge hits, and that's what you're looking for when you pull one of those. Of course, you're going to have lower end ones and medium ones and higher ones. But yeah, I think as long as there's several cards going for multiples of that box price, then it's
Hmm.
going to be priced pretty well. Um,
Yeah.
I and the only time I'm trying to think, it's like I think even at 2K,
Hmm.
I still think like it's kind of
Hmm.
worth your shot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So no, I don't. I mean, I'd like to see him come down. I'd like to see him come down to.
Well,
I mean,
we just
if they
yeah,
come down to 500, it's like
it's gonna
printing
fly.
money. Yeah,
It's
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 printing
gonna
money.
yeah.
So
If it
yeah, I think they're fine how they're priced.
This is and like Smoked Out Turtle said, like me and Dylan was just talking about this where we were thinking of the floor price of multiple
Yeah.
different things, right? And this is what Smoked Out Turtle is getting at. What is that price where you just know it's not gonna sit? And 800 to me is definitely that price.
Uh,
be
uh,
care be careful with that take.
expand. What do you mean? Be careful. Be careful about what? Expand on
Da-
that. Oh.
David Adams might have an ear to the street.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not buying a 2K box. I'm just saying that I
Yeah,
could see it being worth it. Like it being worth it to the buyer and it being a smart decision for the seller is two different things. Like I don't know how much they have. I
yeah,
mean, they're probably pricing it the best way. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I don't
And
have
I
all the information.
and I know Malhai wasn't getting at this, but I'm gonna just add to what Malhai was saying with this comment. But the real win here is if you get a card you want Crystal Shard wise, and then you can let go of the other. Obviously, you would hope that both of them you will want. But if if you split it 50-50, that's a win as well, where you can get the cards you want, and then you can get something back on the rest of the box. That's always a win. So yeah, I think it's pretty good, honestly. And we know people that's consistently buying at this price too.
Matthew Fair says, with the PSA pop count, um, like he's saying, I wonder how different it is between Italy. So if you guys don't know, way back when we were submitting these, at first they did not differentiate between
Mhm.
Italy and USA. And a lot of
Yeah.
people have brought this up. I'm one of those people who doesn't think it's a huge deal. I think it's minimal. Um, and that's not facts. Like I'm just thinking from the time that I was in the hobby at the time, from what I
Mhm.
was seeing people sub.
Mhm.
Um, I think Italy was a small portion of it, and then like the whole COVID thing hit, and then they made the fix. They changed it, um, so that it showed. They changed it pretty quickly to show Italy. So I don't. I
It's
think it's a
still
small percentage. It's a very.
like
I think it's a small percentage.
yeah, so like Dylan is talking about obviously y'all won't be able to see it that closely, but this is Italy Crystal Shard Lux, but it doesn't have the Italy tag. I haven't got it reslabbed. That's in the plans over the next couple months. But that's the case with this. This still says Crystal Shard. So technically this is still factored into the pop report as a Crystal Shard USA. So once this gets reslabbed, it will go under Italy. So it would drop down one on the USA and then go up one on the Italy side. But I do think there's still I don't know. It might be minimum, like Dylan said, but I do think that it possibly could be uh a little bit more than we think because I know some of those subs from that era because I was doing the Wednesday lives and I remember some of them subs coming back and I know for sure that they didn't switch theirs in either. So that should be interesting.
Yeah, and like if you have an Italy shard,
Mhm.
like what incentive, unless you just really want to help the hobby, do you have of getting it relabeled? There's not really an
Yeah.
incentive on your part.
No,
Um,
I mean for me it is because I do want that difference. Like I want my USA, Italy, Brazil. But like you said, it's not everybody doesn't think that way for sure.
yeah, yeah. Um, they don't have like. I mean, so now they're taking pictures of the cards, right?
Mhm.
So for the older ones, they didn't have that though.
Nope. I
So if
think
you
it was. Yeah, it was the sixes. Yeah, I know the serial code on there. I think after at the sixes they didn't take them. I think the sevens they started midway through. And now obviously they take them for everything.
Yeah, it's gonna be that sucks because then we'd be able to tell. Like they should be able to go back through and do that.
Yeah.
That's on them,
What?
but that they mislabeled it. But I get it.
Well, that's what they did. I mean, but you
Yeah,
don't know the ones you don't know. You know what I mean?
it's a
If
growing hobby, right? That's the mistake that you're gonna make.
yeah.
I think Tag did the same thing
Hmm.
until I said something.
Yeah.
So some of my tags are like that, and I actually
Yeah.
haven't
And
sent any. And they told me they were gonna fix it. But yeah, I guess as a new hobby, you gotta get those details ironed out. But that's what I'm saying. It's like besides the Facebook group of 3,000 people, the YouTube channel, we've got what almost 900 subscribers. We got the
mhm.
Discord. Pretty sure all those people know how to tell USA between Italy. But the greater population, they're going to be slower to adjust.
Yeah.
If you try to look at it through like a new person's lens, going through eBay and then seeing the variation in prices, it's going to be extremely confusing. I'm trying to put
Hmm.
myself in those shoes, and then you've got some people who are posting their cards for $1 million every time.
Hmm.
So, and then that's going to confuse it even more. So
Yep.
it's like even though it's pretty easy, you get it. You collect the favorite skin. You want to
Hmm.
collect the one that you like the most in its first version. That part's easy. It's just cracked ice, hollow, and base card for the most part.
Yeah.
But then it looks easy, but then you have all these different prices and then the different Italy prints, and then that's when you get it's not even like that obvious. One
Yeah.
little word in the back, right? So it'll be
Yeah.
interesting to see if maybe that's keeping people away. I
Hmm.
don't know. We need more information out there.
Yeah. This no for sure. And this is funny because I agree with this. The hollow shift on Brazil hollows is pretty dope. And having that darker tint,
Are
I
you talking
really
about
I
like the
really
3D effect?
like it just pops a little bit more like than the USA and the Italy. I really do enjoy the Brazil hollows.
How do you
Um
feel about USA hollows versus Italy and Brazil hollows since they're unlike the shards, they're almost
Pretty
identical?
similar.
Yeah.
I think I said it 2 weeks ago. I was like, depending on your financial situation and the card that you're chasing. So for instance, let's talk about the top two just to make it easy. Black Knight Pilly, right? If those are your absolute chase cards, your grail cards, and you're waiting to get a BK USA hollow, let's say PSA 9, and then there's a PSA 10 hollow in Brazil or Italy that's probably a fraction of the price. I think that's a mistake. I think you go with the Brazil or Italy and then eventually get the USA when the time is right. But they all have their things that kind of looks really good with them, and they're not that far off from each other compared to, like you said, the crystal shards.
Yeah, I think that's a good take. I don't really chase the hollows. I've started to switch a little bit to those, but I'm still like cracked
Mhm.
ice pulls me back every time. But
Yeah,
I kind of have that feeling too. Like shard, obviously for me, like USA stands apart.
yeah,
But like the hollows, like Gold Trooper hollow, I have one. I can never
yeah.
remember what it is. And I remember
Mhm.
I used to sell some in the back in the day, and like I always knew for the shards, but then like I always thought I had like another USA hollow, and I went back,
Yeah,
oh man, it's in
yeah.
Italy.
I've done that.
And
I've done that.
I was like, my man, I can't say. I'm sorry, man. I thought it was USA, and then had to like cancel the whole thing. Um, so I think that one's interesting.
Yeah.
Although, if you look at the prototypes, it's just a logo difference. It's not that
Mhm.
different either.
That's true.
So
That's true.
who
Yeah.
knows how far that goes?
And so smoked out, I've always, like, to your point, that's why I if I'm being honest, that's why I don't buy raw Italy or Brazil. I'm usually on the side of buying graded just for me. Just I don't think I got an elite grading eye or anything like that to take those risks every time, especially on Italy and Brazil, maybe USA. But yeah, for me, graded always. And I think that Italy and Brazil, that's where they win. I think that's where they win. That's where their value is. And not obviously investment advice, but I think that once it hits the grading door, and depending on what grade you get, I think that's really where the value comes in at, because they're so hard to grade.
Yeah, they are difficult. I don't have that much trouble. I mean,
Yeah,
besides the ones that have like surface scratches they don't show, and those were
yeah,
USA ones that I pulled. I mean, that I bought off eBay. But most of the Italy ones I buy, like you saw my sub when I sent in Italy, I got so many
That
tins.
was early though. That was
It
early.
was
Like not
early, but
now,
the
now
cards were
it's just
clean.
yeah, but now it's tough. It's tough. It's tough because it's it's a little bit different because now you have to think about it. We're 5 years in, right? So you posting that raw Italy is like, that might have not made your grading pile. So now that's a little
That's
weird,
true.
So it's
It
just
was pretty
yeah,
early. Yeah,
yeah.
that's true.
So it's just it's kind of tough on that end. But
I also forget that like at the time I was buying a bunch, right? Like
yeah, yeah.
I had like 7 Gold Troopers and like all
Hmm.
those things.
Yeah.
So
And
that's true.
I mean, me, I think my favorite way of collecting is doing the international set. So but I don't do an international set unless I start off with the USA shard. If I get the USA shard, then everything else is in play. And that's just my
You
favorite way
work
to
it
collect.
backwards. That's crazy.
Yeah, no, I'm because the thing is, it's like not having the one-on-one in my opinion. Like it's like, okay, I'm doing all this, and then I don't even have the card in my
So
personal
you're
eyes.
like, it's
Yeah.
possible that I just never ever get it. So why
Yeah, and
try?
then it's just not gonna hit right for me. So I do have to start off with the USA shard, but after that, I'm all for the Italy, Brazil, all the way down to the base. You learn a lot doing collecting that way as well. It's some nuances in those.
There's some interesting things on eBay that I'm not going to get into, but I'm just saying there's some interesting ones on there. Well, you see, Rob, when I see that, like there's some surprising things going on eBay.
I see
It's
it.
like surprising. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah.
Um, but
It's still at what it was at? No?
it broke. It broke
What
100.
we was what? All right.
So I don't know. It's interesting out there. So
Yo, dirty in here. What's up, bro? Yo, I'm telling you, yo, Mile High, it is my favorite. And the way I know it's my favorite way of collecting because it happens immediately. So, for instance, soon as I get, let's say, the cracked ice or the crystal shard of a card that I'm chasing, soon as I get it, bro, I immediately go to search for what it has to offer, from point A to point Z. And it's my favorite way to collect. I think it's just because you find out how readily not readily available certain cards is. And obviously that's because some people don't think it's worth grading or things like that. It's
yeah,
inside of sets, but it's fun, man.
yeah. Base cards are interesting because a lot of people are like why are they going to grade that, right?
Hmm.
And then you want to talk about the Italy one. That's another thing. It's like a whole nother
That's a
level
whole
of like
nother dog.
why are you gonna grade it? Um,
Yeah.
I almost listed all my legendaries and epic base for sale, and I was like,
Hmm.
no, like just
Yeah.
wait. I just put them back in the closet. They're all in sleeves in a box. I was just like nice and tight. I'm just gonna leave them there because, I mean, what's the point of selling base cards for like pennies on the dollar when if that is your favorite skin, the hollows and the shards are gonna dry up eventually.
Yeah.
So it's like people are gonna if you guys y'all have to remember like Luca. Like go look at Luca's like cards from that height and how many were graded. It was
Hmm.
insane.
Hmm.
So and the prices on those. Not saying
Yeah.
that these will ever reach that because Luca's like,
Hmm.
he's like a generational talent, but at the same time, I'm just gonna hold on to my rare base cards, I think.
It's another speak to add on top of that, tying into sports, to show you how fast things can shift. And obviously, we're in a whole different world where things like this don't happen. But I guess ours will be lower or something like that, or FNCS. I don't know. But either way, like think about like Tyrese Halliburton's like market, like his like I mean, you think about it, it was just Pacer fans collect them, and obviously he was a high draft pick in that case, in a good draft class. But it wasn't a Luca, it wasn't a Zion, it wasn't a LaMelo Ball, Anthony Edwards. You can go, the list goes on. But once it hits, it hits. Like, and then it's like if you were a Pacers fan and you were sleeping or you didn't want to, or you thought you had time, and then that thing flip on his head, it's just like now you paying 5x the price, and it's
I feel like that's everything. Like
yeah,
that's how I was with the USA Shard Pump. I was like,
yeah,
I've got time. And that's
yeah,
the most dangerous thing is when you
yeah.
think you have time because that drink sneaks up on you because I never saw that pump again.
What's the difference? Is there a super gray area? And this is what I've been thinking about. I know I'm weird sometimes, but is there a super gray area between FOMO and conviction? Like,
Hmm.
where's how big is that gray area? Like, do they mix too much, or are they completely separate in your mind?
I think it's I think it really depends. I think FOMO gets those people who only like it for the sell, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so like I don't think it's like there's much conviction there. That's like if you
Yeah.
watch, let's say like you watch college ball and you watch Zion come up,
Yeah.
conviction, right? And like you're
Conviction.
you're invested, right? But
Yep.
then let's say like the hype starts like at the
Mm-hmm.
end of his like college career, he's about to get drafted and stuff, and then you start buying stuff. That's the
Yeah.
FOMO part, right?
Yeah.
So I think they're very different. You can normally tell who's a true fan and who's like jumping on the
Yeah.
bandwagon.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I think it's. I don't think there's a gray area. I think you're either one or the other. I think you can get
Yeah.
caught,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
you can get caught, but like if you truly like them, then you should
Mm-hmm.
be you should probably get in early enough for it not to hurt. I
Yeah.
feel like conviction will prevent you from getting hurt.
Mm-hmm.
FOMO is what gets you hurt. Yeah, for
See,
sure.
the reason why I asked you this is because the I'll say the only experience we had that was close enough to this is series 3, the beginning of series 3. The reason why is because once again, series 1 was series 1. That was the new set. Series 2 kind of in limbo, and then you had the pandemic. So okay, cool. Series 3, we were having the conversations. Everybody was kind of hip to what was going on and how to evaluate a card in game in the market, right? So when we seen that list, it's like, let's call focus, right?
Yep.
I think FOMO and conviction was mixed together in a good way, though. It's not a bad thing. It's like, I
Okay,
think,
so
you get what I mean?
yeah, I don't know if it was or for me. I'll speak on me honestly. It wasn't FOMO for me. I saw like opportunities like Focus is going for $100, and
Yeah.
this is a top tier skin. It's like all day, every day, I'm buying this. My
Hmm.
thing was that the hobby wasn't big enough to like keep it going for series for how much they printed, right?
Yeah.
There just wasn't enough in the hobby to keep it going for how many skins there were, right? There's
Hmm.
232 skins in that set, and then they printed, what are we saying, like at least 200 shards of each, right?
Yeah.
So it's much different than what we thought. So when I was buying them, I was like buying them up like by the dozen almost, you know? I don't know if it was FOMO, but it definitely was like, oh, this is underpriced
It
and
felt
I
like
need
FOMO.
this.
It felt
It
like
did
FOMO.
feel like FOMO. It felt
Yeah.
like yeah, yeah, I guess you know what FOMO would have been? Here's the difference.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think Focus, it looked like opportunity, right?
Mm-hmm.
And undervalued, but Midas was FOMO.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like because Midas shot up so high. That
Yeah.
was FOMO. Like you were chasing, trying to make sure that you didn't beat it. I mean, people were talking about 15K, and like it was
Hmm.
selling for over $1,000 raw,
Yeah.
and that was FOMO. And I avoided that because I won a Midas,
Hmm.
but like I'm not diehard Midas, right?
Yeah.
Focus, I'm like diehard Focus, so I got him for 100 multiple times, and I'm still waiting on to get a Midas, and
Yeah.
it's still so I never got hit by the FOMO. So I don't know. I feel like it's different.
So I think mine is a mixing pot. I think my conviction melts over into FOMO. And what I mean by that is because, like, I mean, it still could technically be in the conviction box by the way I explained it. Like, because I know it's like you gotta move. But realistically, your conviction can also help you understand, like, okay, I can be patient, I can find the lanes of this, but then like it's like soon as it gets understood, that's gonna be the risk in it. So for me, I feel like it mixes together for me to make a decision where I don't have to worry about it no more. What I mean by that is like, okay, I like to use Omega for this example. I technically could have waited, let's call it 6 months, let Omega show up and kind of judge it that way. But I'm like,
Although Series
but do
One,
you
though,
do
Series
you
One
know?
USA shards,
Yeah.
you don't know,
And I
right?
think that's
You
where the
you really
FOMO
don't
comes
know.
in. Because let me be real. If you think about it, right? If you go like, okay, so let's go with Omega. Omega has, I think, 24 PSA 10s graded right now. I mean, not PSA 10s, 24 crystal shards graded right now, USA. Skull Trooper has, I think he's like 52, 54 or something like that, right? That gap, I think we can all say that it's probably the same amount of crystal shards across the board.
Yeah.
that gap tells me I can kind of be patient and wait for my moment. Now that doesn't mean that collectors are gonna let it go, but I could be patient. But because I know who Omega is, it's like that's when it's like, nah, I gotta go in there. So I don't know if that ends up conviction or FOMO, but it just allowed me to have opportunity to get the best cards and then forget about it. Like I'm done, I got it, and then I can move on.
If the market stays the same, you might have that opportunity, right? But if a whole
Yeah,
bunch of people jump in, it becomes
then
impossible.
it's impossible.
So like you really, I think that to avoid FOMO, it has to be worth it even if the card tanks.
Yep.
Aura was the first card I ever bought that was over $1,000.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll have to know, like, I bought her at $25. So the
Yep.
fact that I also bought her at over $1,000 is insane. But that's because like I wanted it, right? It wasn't like, yeah, do I think she's gonna keep going up? I do. But that's not
Yeah.
why I bought it. And if she came down in price, I'd be perfectly fine, right? So
Yeah.
FOMO is like, I think if you make sure that the desire for the actual card comes first, then
Mm-hmm.
you avoid it. Like for
Yep.
Midas, I didn't get caught. Um, Ghoul Trooper. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, that's one I waited for something in my price range. And I do
Mm-hmm.
think that one's gonna skyrocket too, but like FOMO didn't hit me. I mean, I guess it depends on like what your value is. Like I bought mine raw for 650 and I
Mm-hmm.
waited and I waited and I waited.
No,
It's
that
not
was
like I
yeah.
wait, I waited a long time and I was patient
Mm-hmm.
and I finally got there. So I'm gonna keep being patient. I'm gonna try not to overpay, not get FOMO. Um, yeah,
But
that's a good discussion.
that's on some cards because we both experienced those moments. Like, but yeah, you're right. Like, I think the way you would handle Ghoul Trooper, because you did have a couple chances here and there, and it
And
just
some were not
wasn't
my fault.
yeah, and some work just wasn't right at that given moment. And it's more so you have to be okay with, you have to be okay with that door possibly being shut for a good amount of time, but understanding that the opportunity can show back up.
Yeah, it can show back up. At least for us now that we're early. In the future, who knows? I
Just
mean,
God forbid an auction, because I know I'm taking the L on that at this point. Like that's my
yeah,
thing. I just don't like, for me, the cards that I chase, I do prefer it to either pop up at a high or best offer because I can negotiate there. Or somebody posted in our Discord
that's a
thing for
real
me.
thing.
Yeah.
Auctions are scary because people have time. People feel like they need to make the purchase.
Yep.
Buy it now will stay up there, and people are like, oh, it's not selling, it's not worth that. But no, you got like 17 watchers on there. They all want that card. If it sells, 16 of those people are pissed, right? They're
Yeah.
pissed. Like, why did I shoot at that? And so the auction has that effect. Also, I feel like buy it nows, like if you're paying attention, like Westrom does all the time.
Mhm.
If you're up at like 1 a.m., like I missed a Ghoul Trooper because
Yeah.
I went to bed at 1. I went to bed at 1 a.m. I
Mhm.
look back, it got posted at like 1:30 a.m. A Ghoul Trooper USA shard, really good condition, raw for $200. 3
Mhm.
days after a 3K sale.
Yeah. I remember
And I
that.
had gone to bed 30 minutes
I
early and
remember
I was
that.
scrolling eBay. So I was like
Yeah.
pissed. But so like it's those ones where like you're paying attention to what's being listed and you're attacking first. I know that right when Series 3 dropped, Black Ash and I we collect very similarly in
Mhm.
skins. Um and I think I've told this story before, but it was a spark plug
Yeah.
for $50 USA shard.
Mhm.
And I snapped. I snap bought it. Black Ash had seen it, I think maybe a minute or two before me. What did he
Mhm.
do? He sent in an offer for even lower, right? And I just bought it. So I
Yeah.
think for me, I like those that get listed at a price that you can afford and just like attacking it.
Yeah.
Versus the auctions. Auctions are scary. Who knows what's gonna happen?
Yeah, like and like to what Rice is saying and things like that. Like it is a balancing factor. The reason why I want to bring the topic up, because it's a balancing factor. I think that for my collection, both have been true. Both have been
Mhm.
true. I think patience is always the ideal way to go. Then other times you just legit have to be aggressive. Like everything that you had planned or that you were thinking of doing collecting wise has to go out the window. You have to focus on this, and then you can get back to it. But these cars just don't pop up too often, and that's what happened to me when it came to Drift. Drift, I had every plan on getting a Series 1 USA Mega Box. That was my plan. and then my guy Black Ash posted posted drift, and it's like, yo, scratch it, because what would I hope to pull out of a mega box? I would hope to pull a drift because I have Lux and
Yeah,
Omega
that's
already.
hard. When you
So
have the
yeah,
option to
yeah,
just
you
get the
got to do it.
card, you got to get the card.
Yeah, yeah.
You may fool around and pull something you really don't want, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah. So I was like, that was a little bit too risky. In that case, with the card that I want versus the box, that would have been gambling. I don't think it's gambling in any other situation in that case. But when I see the card that's at hand that I would like to pull, then you gotta go for the card.
See, this is an interesting one because the
Yeah,
pump's the one I missed out on. Um, is it FOMO now? I don't know. It's like I
see,
always believed in the pump for myself personally. I
yeah,
was
yeah,
always
yeah,
under the impressions like maybe I'm the only one, but like
yeah.
as time grew and like our we kept doing this show and we talking to collectors, and I started seeing I'm not the only one, and it started to rise in price. It's like I don't know if it's FOMO or not, but it's definitely jumped up pretty high. But I think rightfully so. Look at the shotgun stealing game.
Yeah, and I think to this one, see, for me, the pump shotgun is special to me because I just love that it's the original art of the pump. Like that
See,
that
and
is the
that's what I
win.
like when you
Like,
say that. Like that
yeah,
for me, just the fact that it's a pump, all that matters to me. But the fact that you
yeah,
say that is so cool. Like there's things that I have,
yeah,
like so you know the two comic pages that are monoprints, right?
hmm,
Is because I
yeah,
remember buying those comics. So I have the actual comics and finding them in
yeah,
there, and like the fact that they were just thrown in there and they were secret and no one knew about them and all that kind of
hmm,
stuff. They mean a lot to me, and that's why I bought them. So when you say
yeah,
something like that, that's cool. It's like, yeah, this it just adds to it.
yeah. Because you think about it, that when the pump came back, right? We were all happy that the pump came back, but that minor thing of the way the pump looked changed. And it was a small thing, but it mattered, you know. And so the fact that we get to have that back in the cards is dope.
Jake says he also hates locking funds on multiple auctions. You know, when you can win
Yeah.
them all.
Yo, I've been there early on.
I've been
I've
in
been
that
there.
situation. I've been in that situation. It was like, hey, I'm
Yeah.
gonna go for. I need to get these. And it was like it's like I kind of want to win them all, but at the same
Yeah.
time, I hope I lose like
I'm
one or
I'm cool with
two.
losing one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm good
Yeah,
with that.
hopefully someone outbids me. There
Yeah,
was one
I've
auction
been there.
like that. They were going super low. I can't remember which one it was, but there was one like that. I was going after all of them. I wonder if it
Yeah.
was. You know what it was? It was the I was buying the BGS Magic the Gathering
Mm,
cards, and they were going
yeah.
super cheap. I started bidding on all of them,
Yeah.
and then I realized some of them started getting a little high. I was like, oh, I hope I lose a couple of these.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that was I've been there. I remember this was during when Crystal Shards was still absolutely through the roof. I remember what it was too. It was a wild card. It was a raw wild card. I'm doing this auction and I'm like, okay, if I lose this, if I do these small auctions, I'll feel better. Like, you know, at least winning one. Right. I lost the wild card and I won all the other ones. I was like, bro, what the heck? What are the chances I win all? It was like seven, bro. You know, at the time it was some cheap cards in there, but it ended up tallying up. And I'm like, yo, I could have just like purchased the wild card
Yeah, just gotten the
doing
wild
this.
card.
Yeah. So learn my lesson on that one. Yeah, Jake, that's a good one. I'm definitely gonna do that again.
Richard is the definition of slow and steady. I remember
Yeah.
when he got in, he had none,
Yep.
and the fact that he's gotten to 16. When he says this is Series One, right? USA
Yep.
shards
Hmm.
16. That's insane.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's like people may look like talk about condition. Like you said, you only have two PSA 10s, right? But
Hmm.
then like you think about how rare those are. We're just talking about what's the card you were talking about? I'm blanking on the name. Season freaking season 4.
Oh, Omega.
Omega.
Yeah.
So you're talking about Omega, right? Only having 24 graded. It's
Hmm.
24 people in the world that you know has that card.
Yeah.
So that's the same thing for Richard. 16 of those cards, like pretty much 24 to 50 people have one of the ones
Hmm.
that you have. So
Yep.
that's a crazy accomplishment already. 16 is insane. Slow and
Yeah.
steady is a crazy, crazy good strategy.
It is, and I think that that's always the interesting part about it. I mean, I think, you know, kind of picking your spots and knowing what you're, you know, with knowing what you're going for, it ends up paying off 100% of the time. You know, that's I think for me, my list. I mean, maybe it's because sports fan wise, I love, like, you know, like when draft time comes around and they got that, like, the rankings of the players, and then oh, I love like power rankings and stuff like that. So I naturally go default to that, but it does help a lot along the way as well.
Yeah, I like the power ranking thing too, is because like the
Yes.
market changes,
Mm-hmm.
and like you really don't have any idea how like the broad markets can adapt and things like that. So the that whole power ranking thing is really really cool. Um, I feel like this is cap. I'm pretty sure this is cap. Western. This is major cap.
With that, he can't tell the difference.
No, that he has 3 USA shards.
Maybe a bullseye. Is that what he's talking about?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
but
He
no,
definitely has.
he has more.
He,
Yeah, he has more than that. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. That's
yeah,
cap. That's major cap.
yeah.
You said slow and steady works if your PC is too big. I mean, I think it works if it's
Nah, yeah. That
if
listen.
it's small too. Or and this is
Hmm.
like the ones you want.
Yeah,
Is that what you're talking about? Like if you have a small
yeah.
like personal collection that you're trying to go after, like targets. Um, yeah, I guess that's kind of true.
Hmm.
I don't know. I feel like slow and steady works pretty often. I mean, if there's only one card or a couple cards you're getting, I
Hmm.
mean, they're probably gonna be big cards. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Most
Yep.
likely, and then you just gotta be slow and steady and like get the funds together. You know?
Yeah, and I think the balance, like I think what I like about Series 3 is USA, you do have to be patient for Series 1, right? You have to be super patient. Series 3, you can kind of kick off that itch that you were talking about on Wednesday, like that itch that happens if you're not buying cards. Series
Hmm.
3 is perfect for that, just to knock it out the way, keep it moving. Because there that's going to be a set as time goes on, people are going to look at like, okay, I might have been a little too loose when it came to Series 3 because it's a lot going on for it.
What are you gonna do after that, Richard? Once you get your 7 cards and your goal is complete.
I think from what I remember, I think he said he's gonna just look for opportunities for USA shards after that, but he has like 7 more that's a part of his list. So after that, I think he's just like kind of gonna chase whatever makes sense in that area, which is ideal. You know,
I don't really have a
yeah,
goal
man.
right now. There's
Listen,
cards in my head that I want, but
I would probably bore you. Yo, I have a name for how I collect now. Me,
obsessive.
no, yeah. Me and my wife play Scrabble. Like that's our game together, right? And I realized that my collecting is like Scrabble because so if I go across, right, and then it's like a connecting point vertical. So like for instance, let's say the season 8 battle pass. The season 8 battle pass goes across, right? But the vertical or the up and down of that is the Lux International set. Like so it's like I can go vertical across like things that connect like duo sets, like okay, let's say like Raven and Ravage, right? And
Hmm.
then, but if I really like Raven, then I'll do the full international set of Raven. So like that's like it's like my sideways, and then it's like my vertical or like the up and down, and it's like connecting points. It's fun, bro. I really been enjoying the way
That's
it's coming
crazy.
together.
I don't think I'm on that levels. I think, hey, I like Aura. She looks dope. I'm gonna collect her.
That's good, yo. I mean, I think to be honest,
I
a lot of
appreciate it though.
times.
Like I can
Oh yeah,
appreciate the way
no,
that people collect. And I love the thought process behind it and the reason why.
yeah.
Um, especially for the people who don't play the game. And
Hmm.
so like we haven't heard from him in a while, but like Shard Knock and stuff like that. That when they tell the story of how they do it, I'm
Hmm.
intrigued by that stuff. Like JL doesn't play and like what he is attracted to. Like he was talking about the guns not too long ago.
Hmm.
Like I think he's a gun collector, and so
Hmm.
like that connection is interesting too. So
Yeah,
I like to hear all the ways that people do it. It's there's
yeah.
like a
It's
million different ways you can go about it.
And I don't, and to be honest, I think it's the best way not to get burnt out. I mean, I think that there's so many different ways and there's so many different parts of the hobby and sets and things like that that people don't look at. And I think it's really fun that way. And I hope more people do end up collecting that way because there's so many stories to be told through Fortnite cards, especially I'm not gonna lie, especially Series 3. Series 3 has it in the bag when it comes to the different nuances of the set and how it ties to the story that we did get in the game, and even other things like that is fun, man.
Yeah, I wish we had details on why they set them up the way they did. Obviously, I think series one was definitely like I think how Rice is. I think this is how he's doing it. At least this is how he's presenting it. Is like the duos. Like I'm pretty sure series one was based on that. Like which ones have duos. I think they tried really hard to do that. Um, I think they thought Black Knight, Red Knight, Blue Squire, Royal Knight. Although that's not accurate, I think that's kind of what they were thinking. Because if you look at Raven, you look at all of them. I think that was like their goal. Series two, no idea. No idea what they were doing
Yeah.
with series two. Series
Well,
three, as you said, was chapter two, season two based, right?
mhm.
Very, very clear on that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know what
It's
Tops is gonna do because we've talked about this before. The options are endless.
yeah.
So I'm excited to see. Maybe it'll be more clear cut.
Yeah, so it's pretty interesting because like series 1 is season 8 heavy. If y'all look at the time frames, this is where stuff I look at. It's just ironically that Lux and Pilly is in season 8, but season 8 is series 1 is season 8 heavy because that was the season just before the set release. So that's I do think that's why something shifted, especially Lux number
So you
300.
you
Yeah.
think you think oh this release was active.
Yeah, yeah, and
I
it's
mean, so
and
if you have to think about the production time,
6 months in between pretty much. And it's so that's why you think about it. Number 300 is a Lux, but technically it was a different card. And
mhm.
it's so that's when Wayne showed that list originally. That's what threw me for a loop. I'm like, wow. And then series 2 came out. Series 2 is heavy, chapter 1, season 1 heavy, like the ego and everything like that. Then you go to series 3 is chapter 2, season 2 heavy, especially if you look at all the skins that came out in that season. And then also is so I think series 1 is chapter season 2. I think it's season 2, 5, and 8. That is super heavy on, and everything else is kind of scattered.
You know what just occurred to me is that the guy who designed the Fortnite set or worked on it, who
Yeah,
ran it, since they
yeah,
don't have Fortnite anymore, um,
yeah,
I wonder if he would be willing to do an interview.
yeah. If we can find him, where's Waldo? Like my
Dude, I
goodness,
can't remember
like
his name. It was like
I got the video
35
that he.
characters.
Yeah, I got the video that he was named in. So I will get. We'll try that again. Maybe he'll
Hey,
do it.
if you watch the video and get me his name, I might
We
be able
can.
to track down the email. I have a little
Oh,
system. I might be able to
you
track down
know,
his email.
we on that. We
That
on
would
that.
be an interesting interview. He might listen to us now. You know,
Yeah.
maybe we have to get to 1,000 subscribers first because you know that 1K number,
Oh,
guys. It
okay.
gives you a little bit of like notoriety in some parts. So let's get
Yeah.
to 1K if we can. I think we're at like 868.
Yeah.
So if you guys are new here watching, please hit that subscribe button. And if you haven't signed up for YouTube, and that's why,
Come on,
just
yeah.
go sign up, and then you can
We
chat with
appreciate
us.
we'll appreciate that. It's another
What's the best way to
best way to chat.
share the show? I mean, you can
Um,
drop the YouTube episode. And this,
yeah.
all right, this is what I would do. Like, if you really want to get people into it, is if you find a piece in the episode that like
Mm-hmm.
really resonates with you, or oh, this was dope, so that people don't have to like watch our intro and watch
Mm-hmm.
me say what's up to Smoking Turtle and JL and everybody. So you can go to that time point, and I believe
Mm-hmm.
you can copy the link so that it sends them at that point. So hey, watch this, and
Yep.
you'll see what I mean. And you can get it right to that point, so they'll see all that stuff. That's probably the
Yeah.
best way to share it.
Yeah. No, for sure. That's definitely the way. Yeah, man.
You know,
It's
we do need what we do need to do is start pushing out some more clips.
mm-hmm.
Um, but you know that's so hard for us to remember. Like, hey, what was some
Yeah.
really good clips and stuff? I think we tried
Yeah.
to say this before. Like, if there's a really good timestamp that you guys
Please
like,
drop it. Yep.
yeah, drop it in the comments. Say like starting here, this was really good tidbit, and we can
Mm-hmm.
like make it a YouTube short or Instagram and
Yep.
start pushing it.
That would make it 10 times easier for us for sure. That would be ideal because I know we say a lot, and we've been talking for a long time about Fortnite cards. So it's a lot of things that we don't even remember that could have been good tidbits. Yeah, Richard, that was man, that was a while ago. We still appreciate that. And I mean it's ways that we can do the timestamps, which we'll start doing again. Uh
Yeah, you know what? I need to
yeah,
work on something, Inky. I think you mentioned this
yeah, yeah.
before. and I've completely forgot about it. Working on all the stuff with the website and everything. Um, you know what we need to do, Inky, which would be great, is
Linktree.
like an intro to like Fortnite cards. So not
Hmm.
just like here's a YouTube channel, here's a business card. I should design some kind of pamphlet you can hand out to people so it kind of introduces them to Fortnite cards. I think that would
Yeah.
be kind of dope. And then we
Yeah.
can have our like YouTube channel and the community on the bottom or back of
But
it.
I wonder if we can get Inky one of those. You know those little cards that you can just, what is it? A dot? I forgot what it's called. Where you can just hit the social, like, and
Mm,
maybe we can be under Inky's as well. Like, so Inky can have his on there because I know you can do multiple. It pops up immediately like a link tree. So maybe he can have ours under there as well. But I gotta look up what that's. I think it's a dot. I can't remember the name of it, but that might be easier for him because he can just have it readily available.
yeah, yeah. What I'm thinking with the pamphlet is like provide them some kind of information to really get them into the hobby, and then have all the links and stuff. So I don't. Can the dot do like YouTube too?
Yeah, it can do
Um,
everything.
yeah, yeah.
Kari, what's
You
up?
know,
What's up?
I'll work on that. I'll work on that marketing stuff. That'd be great. Just to like get people into the hobby, and I gotta figure out like what information is best to know. You know what I'll do? I'll design it and I'll show it to you guys either next Friday or the Friday after that. And you
Mhm.
guys tell me like what should we add and stuff like that.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to Wes with the mega box. That was an interesting way of breaking it down, Wes. Honestly, you seen the way he did the mega box break. What was it
I
like?
did it.
Wes, what was it? 750 a spot, but it was like 200 spots or something like that. So
Oh, I did that.
technically, yeah, yeah,
Did it fill?
I think so. I think so. So
That's
you get
crazy.
it was
You
kind
don't
of dope
see
because
that
you
many
could
things filling
judge.
like that. That's
Yeah,
pretty.
yeah.
I did see it. I told my wife. I was sitting on the couch with my wife. I said, babe, you think we should do this? She goes, Dylan, you don't win anything. You never win. I was like, well, that's true. That's true. But I did win a cracked ice from one of Westrom's breaks. I
There you
did.
go.
It's not what I wanted, but I won it. All right, yeah. Oh, I see.
Oh,
Every
each
every
person gonna get a number. Oh, that's interesting.
so like there's 200 skins, right? So
Yeah,
everyone gets
yeah.
a card.
That's
Okay, that's
dope.
dope.
That's dope. That's dope.
I like that. That's smart. People were asking in the Discord about breaks on the Discord channel, and I don't know about on the YouTube or whatever. We are thinking about figuring out a way to do breaks. So that's kind of in the works. I gotta talk to some
Yeah,
people first because Rob and I aren't
yeah.
gonna do it.
Yeah, it wouldn't be us. It wouldn't be us. Yeah.
Yeah, we
You
just
you
fumbled
and
the bag.
I don't listen. The thing is,
Rob's camera would go out. Rob's camera would go out.
we're this hobby is a team. If I'm not a point guard, I'm not gonna try to be a point guard. I'm gonna get in the paint, be a center. A, B, and C. Everybody got their roles. I'm good. Like no reason to play positionless basketball here, man. I'm not gonna try to do breaks.
Yeah, yeah,
we
yeah.
got we
I
got
feel
we got
that.
people for that.
Let me see. Is there anything else? I think that's a good start. You want me to jump into the pickups?
Yep.
Um, Add this here as I come out. Wait, I guess I should find it first.
Dang, bro, we almost got muscle memory. It's literally about to hit an hour. That's crazy. Just like
That
that.
hour went by fast. Hey, if you guys like the show so far, I feel like that hour went by really, really fast. Hit that like button, post a comment, say Rob looks great in a hat, do something like that.
Mile high, I rip. I just don't break. I can't do the breaks. That's the hard part.
RC rips doesn't rip no more.
I wish I could rip more.
I'm
But
trying to get into that ripping motion.
yeah, Mile high, I will say though, one thing that changed from that time, I can keep something sealed. That has changed.
That's insane. I can't.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna try. I couldn't even keep the DKV. You know what? I couldn't even keep my Magic the Gathering sealed.
Yeah.
But I have a whole
Yeah.
binder. Like, why did I open
No,
up all?
that's nuts, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That's legit crazy. Like
Wait,
that is yo, not being able to hold yourself from ripping the Magic the Gathering is nuts.
look how multiple. Like, I couldn't
Yeah,
even hold myself from
no,
ripping the boxes
no,
because I had
you legit have a
multiple.
problem. You legit have a problem. That's crazy.
I told you I can't hold
Wait,
rip stuff.
you didn't keep any of them sealed?
No, I think I still have some.
Oh, I'm about to
Wait,
say
let me
that's
check.
crazy, bro.
Wait. No,
Wait, yo.
I still have some. I still have some.
Yeah, I was about to say that's crazy, bro.
I don't know why I started ripping them. I might rip some tonight. I don't know. It's fun.
Mile High. So for me, what happened was, if I'm being honest, I did get most of the cards that I was chasing from like the ones that I had to have in my collection, which made it easier for me to keep it sealed, to be honest. Now a deal is a deal. Like if we get that Black Friday Cyber Monday for series 2 again, yeah, those are getting ripped. That value is just insane. That 75 or that $75 or whatever it was pretty crazy.
I'll tell you right now. For me, it's like just I like to rip. It's just
Mhm.
fun.
Yeah.
Like I don't care, even if there's nothing I'm chasing. I
It's fun
like the.
sometimes. I'll be honest. It's not fun all the time for me.
Oh, for me, it's all the fun. It's always fun until it's over and there's nothing left,
Yeah.
and then I pulled some crap skins.
Like it's fun. It's fun if I have 5 boxes. If I have one box, honestly, it's not as fun for me. I mean, now series 1 is different. Series 2 for me, like if it's one box, it's not as fun. Because it is sort of top heavy. But yeah.
I will say that hopefully the way that Tops does it, like I don't know about you guys, but like I'm trying to manifest this, right? So I'm talking about it as it's happening, okay? So when Topps releases their set,
Yeah.
when when they release their set, I'm hoping they do it where like it's just a box of packs, right?
Mhm.
And then the chase cards are in those packs because I feel like that's such a more fun rip. You never know what you're
Mhm.
gonna pull versus like the mega boxes where like the cracked dice. Once you get it, you're less enthusiastic to rip the rest of them. You
Yeah.
know, and I'm just
Yeah.
ignoring. I don't know even why
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
looking
I
at
was like, I didn't even mean to, bro. I glanced over what
it.
you
don't.
were
I don't even read Daniel's comments anymore. As soon
saying.
as I saw
Yo,
pants, I was like, I'm not even gonna read the rest of the
the
comment.
one that got me was the no Diddy, bro.
All right, let's get into this. Let's see what Rice picked up. One more legendary off the list.
Yo,
You didn't post a grade, but dope card. North
I
Bay.
think he has it at the bottom. I think it's at the bottom. I think he just posted the set together. So I think we'll see it.
Okay, we'll see. Um, this guy, it sounds like he got a steal in this. Paid grading basically. How do you feel about rare base cards?
I don't mind him. I
Yeah,
don't
so
mind him.
like I
Yeah.
know I have a stack of auras. Who the heck knows why? That's not even rare. That's like a million of those. But I do have a stack of bright bombers and dark bombers,
Yeah.
in with my epics and legendaries. I'm not sure like that. I mean, there's so many of those. But I guess in tens and nines, it'll be pretty decent in the future.
Yeah,
So they're probably worth the grading cost, I would assume.
for sure. Yo, you right. I don't even know why I look at the chat. Something is wrong with Daniel, bro.
He's about to play Fortnite. He's about to get ran over. He's probably had a few drinks. He's like, man, if I'm about to play this car royale game, I better
Yo,
I better get some drinks in. Heidi, 10 hollow foil. Oh wait, there's more. Another 10.
dope pose. He definitely has a dope pose though.
And then chromium.
Chromium.
All
Whew.
right, Jesper, let's see what you got. I know I'm about to see some
Yeah.
10s. Oh, let's see. Yep, 10.
Shogun.
Shogun. I remember the people from 137 talking about this is like their favorite skin. You remember
Oh
that?
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
this is
yeah,
like their
yeah.
favorite bear out of all of them. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, no, I'm gonna have to pass on that one.
They stopped their podcast, man. A lot of people stopped their podcast. We still here though.
They stopped their podcast for real?
Yeah, they shut it down like 6 months ago, bro.
No way.
Oh
Hey,
yeah.
are you guys watching? This is how you keep it going. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
you gotta.
Y'all must.
Yeah.
They didn't sound like they were having that much fun when you
Nah,
listened
they
to it.
didn't. They didn't.
They don't got a community like us though, because these guys be cracking me up every time we do this
Well,
podcast.
those the dip in the hobby, man. It caused some heat, bro. It ain't easy to talk about when that joint bleeding like that.
Was the sports ones dipping too though? That bad?
Mhm. Yeah,
For them
well,
to
you got to
quit?
remember they had some. A whole lot of their thing was like the spec side, like Bobo,
Oh
you
yeah.
know, D book. It was so that's not a lane for
Um,
me.
let's see what else tens they got. You got Codename Elf.
Yeah,
Underrated card, to be honest. Like
it
no one
is.
talks about Codename Elf that much.
Mm-hmm.
We don't talk about them that much. I don't like them, but that doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Like that's a
Well,
that's
he
a
reminds
memorable
me.
skin.
He reminds me of your favorite actor in movie, Elf. So I mean,
Oh
it's kind of
yeah. Okay.
shout out to Will
Actually,
Ferrell.
I don't mind the movie Elf. I just don't like the actor. He's not funny. Although I was laughing at this meme. It was from what I don't know what movie it's from, but he was in the hood giving financial advice.
Oh, I know. What is it? What? The one with Kevin Hart.
Yeah, I
I
think
think.
that's what it was
Yeah,
from. It
yeah,
was just a
yeah,
clip, and so like he was, and I was dying. I was laughing so hard.
yeah, yeah.
All right, Star Spangled.
Star Spangled Ranger.
I actually really like this card. I almost bought. I don't like the skin in game. When I say I don't like I've never it never came across my radar. Like paid
Yeah.
attention to it. But when I seen the card for under 100 on eBay,
Uh huh.
oh, it piqued my interest. I wanted that. It was damaged, but I wanted it. I never pulled the trigger. I think somebody else did.
Yeah.
But Nintendo's
That blue.
dope.
That blue hits.
The blue does hit. I like it on card. I like the card a lot.
You think you can you think you can pull Hasey's mustache off?
No, most definitely not.
I think you got that,
I can
bro.
barely pull off the goatee.
I think you got that.
No, I can't. I don't think so. Mustaches like that bother me.
Yeah. Now
I'm
watch
sorry.
like 5 people in the chat got that mustache, bro.
That's okay. They're not looking to pull me anyway. You know what I mean? They're looking to pull some nice ladies, not me. So, accordion.
Accordion. I would say accordion, but I say everything wrong.
Ember.
Ember. Shout out to Ember.
This card is fire. Literally, it's a dope card.
Yeah.
I feel like I always pull Elmira. Like back
Yo,
in the day.
Her pose is dope with that icy showered in the back, bro. Crazy.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's a dope one. Yeah, if you guys don't know, Rob loves the ones with the hands.
The
versus
pose,
ones
yeah.
like this where they're just standing.
Yeah.
Like we didn't even mention his hands here. It's like
nah, yeah, he got the. Do it again. What happened? that should be the thumbnail.
Yo, that's an emote, isn't it? An emote?
Yeah,
I believe it's an emote. We should make that. Hey, don't turn me into a meme. Not turn me into a meme. All right, let's go look more Jesper, more tins. I bet. All right, he got the Carbide.
Yo,
low key, Carbide looks better than Omega. I'm just saying.
I'm not mad at. I like the blue on the Carbide. The Carbide is dope. It really is. That joint is dope.
Skull Ranger, 10.
That minty.
We got Heim 10. Frostbite 10. And Bright Bomber 10.
Man.
Dude, the fact that I don't have a Bright Bomber right now, I'm pissed. And clip. Y'all better stop playing. Just stop. Y'all gonna make my wife make fun. Yo, I'm gonna tell y'all this one story, man. Do y'all remember like when everyone's like girls were like doing like the dances on TikTok, or not even before TikTok, it was like Instagram, all that stuff?
Yeah.
My wife made me do it. I didn't know she was recording, and somehow she sent it to the gamer friend. No, she posted it, and my gamer friends found it. And I forget which dance it was, but they were dying laughing, frying me up because I did this dance on Instagram. Never again. Never again. I don't. They live in completely different states, and somehow they found it. They weren't even on my Instagram.
You got caught slipping, bro.
Dude, hard time. I can't dance like at all. It was pretty funny. Drift Hollow Foil.
Yo, Mile High, he was practicing that joint in the mirror before he went live. That's all I'm saying. He had to make sure he had that joint right.
Dude, my wife made me. I'm telling you, she's like, "Come on, big, just do it one time. I won't show nobody." She posted that joint so fast. I swear. Made me start not trusting people. All right, we got Rose Team Leader.
Yeah.
And then we got the tactical. I can't stand the tack.
Man, that blue and purple tack used to hit, bro. Don't off spawn. That joint was crazy.
No, off spawn is like unbeatable.
But as soon as you got the pump, that joint was going out the window.
Oh yeah, for sure, out the window. Yeah. I'm taking a green pump. I'm taking a gray. Yeah. The gray pump, I don't know. The gray pump was kind of like that one was close to ass. I don't know.
Yeah.
The gray pump is like will get you killed.
That man, nah, yeah, that's crazy.
All right, small mail call. The fact that a hollow Skull Trooper is a small mail call, Brian. I don't know.
The rag and the dynamo.
That's true. Now, I don't know about you guys. Someone posted a hollow Skull Trooper USA raw in the Facebook group for $20.
I've seen that, bro.
I don't know what the comps are. That seems low to me.
It's low. I don't know. Like you said, I don't know what the comps are. I don't need to know the comps. That's low.
Yeah, that's low. Like I would have bought that, and I'm not collecting Skull Trooper, so I don't know.
Ooh, that
Italy. Crystal Italy. Italy and Italy. See, how
Yep.
quickly I can tell that.
Yeah, I can tell that one for sure.
I guarantee you, people in sports Facebook
Yeah,
can't.
I bet.
Comps for
New
22.
new
No
comp set.
way. Comps for not no
Really?
20. All right, there's no way that Skull Trooper Hollows
A
are
Skull
22.
Trooper Hollow 22 for? Are you serious?
If one sold on eBay for
He's yeah,
$22 and y'all saying that's comp, I'm calling
dirty.
cap. Just because there's
Dirty
one
Dan is
sale doesn't
trolling.
make it a comp.
He's trolling. He's trolling. There's
We
no
need a
way he's
new
not trolling.
definition for what a comp is.
He's trolling, bro.
Yo,
There's no
TUC's
way.
about to set the comps going forward. That school's got another Italy Hollow 10. That's such a nice background.
Got you.
What's his shard look like?
I thought it was
Because this is like
I didn't know.
This is almost black background almost.
You know what's crazy? I don't think I've ever paid attention to his shard. Now that I'm thinking of it.
Remind me, I'm gonna go look at after the pickups. I want to go look this up. Magnus Crystal Shard. I want to see what that looks like. I don't remember, but if it's like a black crystal shard, kind of like from the promo set,
Cloakstar.
Cloakstar,
yeah.
that'll be dope.
Yeah,
that'll be crazy. That. Warfighter with his fringe collection. What am I looking at here?
Oh, that's you see the pin?
Oh yeah, I see the pin, but I was looking at this. This poster is dope. So this must be from the new season.
Wait, Warfighter, you did that quick, bro. What the heck?
Yeah, he has a connection now. He's bought so many pins. I guarantee you, he has a connection who's selling them every time now.
Yeah. That's what's up. It's always good to get the connect, bro.
I'm jealous. At some point, I want to go through. I want to do you have to do an interview with somebody that has the full pin collection, whether it's Warfighter or somebody, because I love the pins. That's a goal for me. That's one of the things that I want. That I'm like going very, very slow on.
Which is good.
Yeah, which hopefully is good.
Well, the reason I'm saying it's good is because if y'all don't know, that's not a light feat to pull off. It's some expensive pins out there.
Dude, they charge so much for those pins.
Yeah.
They charge so much for the pins, it makes me think these cards are underrated still.
And what's crazy is because the reason why they're charging so much is because they legit sell. They don't stay too long at all. You know, you find a dime a dozen there.
Optichromes.
Diamond in the rough.
Graded Optichromes are looking really attractive to me.
Bro, it's beautiful, bro.
I mean, this is one of my favorite skins of all time. So
yeah,
I might be biased here.
Them giants. I knew they were amazing when it was skins that I didn't care too much for. That I looked at the Optichrome like, yo, this looks amazing. So yeah, the Optichrome.
So I have a lot of Hush Optichromes. None of them gonna gem. I'm gonna send one in the tag. Depending on it, if it does like less than a 9, like I'm really gonna try hard again. So if anybody has an Optichrome that's like super clean, I might be interested at some point. Not this month or next month.
But at some point.
I'm strapped. But at some point, I'm gonna be interested in a Hush Optichrome. Dang, that joint is clean. What other Optichromes do I want?
One slab is
two.
Different. Well, you already got Aura, right?
Yeah, I have an Aura.
Chaos Agent joint looks dope.
Ooh, Chaos Agent would be dope.
Chaos.
That would be dope. I do. You know what I want? I want to get a Galaxia Series 3 Optichrome. I love Galaxia with some Series 3. Yeah. Galaxia might be my favorite Series 3 card.
Dope pole.
King. Let's see what you got here.
Hey, Bunny Brawler. Underrated there.
I knew you were going to go straight for that one. Nice.
Okay. Oh, a little OG assortment there.
He's going for these. Are these Italy or Brazil? Oh, yeah, Brazil. He's going for these Brazils.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The Brazil is such an interesting set. How they sell those. I don't understand the breakdown.
It's like you said, it's like all of them are doing like the combos. Like it's like you're doing 3, 4, sometimes 6 at a time.
The rare cards for Brazil, like the rarity, if it's rare and it's hollow, I think that's going to be very interesting. I think
yeah,
because the epics comes with so many in a mega pack or whatever, but the rares don't. So I'll be interested, and the uncommon, but like rare, I'm thinking Bright Bomber, Dark Bomber. I'd be interesting to see the pops in those one day.
Rice, I think I have upwards of. I'm over 50. I know that for sure. I haven't counted again, but I'm over 50, and I think I have I think I have 4 slabbed. So I got a big sub to do eventually.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I can't remember who Trench Raider is. Richard. Super clean, cheap, 10
Yo,
hollow nightlight.
that card looks dope.
Yeah, that's a cool card. Definitely a cool card. A drift hollow.
Ooh, yeah, yeah. If you know, you know. That joint ain't easy right there. To be
It's
honest,
such a great card.
bro, to be honest, the base isn't easy either. The base drift is crazy.
Is
Yo,
it?
yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
sure I
bro.
have some. I think I have like
Yeah,
every legendary.
yeah.
I don't have a complete set anymore. I used to. Should I keep a complete base set?
Heck yeah. Why don't you have a full base set?
I sold my Black Knight at one point.
Oh, so you just
For
missing Black Knight.
Yeah.
Oh
I
no,
had the
then
whole
I mean,
binder.
yeah,
Just missed.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
Okay,
should complete
I
it.
thought you was you was missing like 12 or something like that.
No, I
Oh
completed
yeah,
it multiple times, and then like
yeah,
Black
yeah.
Knight was selling at the time for like 600 a base card. So I
Oh
was
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah,
sell
yeah.
it.
Yeah, you good on that thing.
Yeah, I'll get that. Ooh, this is a card I want, and I've never. I told y'all the story about this. I bought a hollow on eBay.
Yeah.
It came, and when the guy took the picture, there was a flash, and in the flash was a scratch or like a little chip. And I
Mhm.
bought it, and I was so pissed off. And like the guy was like, "No, you should pay attention to the pictures, all this kinds of stuff." And then I was like, "He's like, you can send it back." But at that time, I was like, "It's not really worth it." Me waiting and doing all
Yeah,
this stuff.
yeah.
And then I never tried to collect her again. I don't know
Gotta
why.
get
I
her
need to
back,
get
bro.
back on that. Brazil 9.
Dang. Yo, you gotta Brian has a nice little combination. I think the balance between how dope Ragnarok look and Valkyrie looks is that's a win. That has to be a fun set to collect.
You've never held anything Black Knight?
That's crazy.
Even reloaded?
I mean, it's not crazy. It's interesting. It's not crazy. I mean, it's a lot of people that haven't held anything Black Knight.
I guess that's true. I guess that's true. I
Yeah,
had it based Italy 10 at one point.
yeah, that's yeah.
Ooh,
Yo,
Karate
yeah,
Pro.
and Andrew, that red Jaden Bushranger was clean too. So I appreciate that, bro.
Oof, man,
Oof.
I'm about to get on the Opticom train.
Yo, I'm telling you, man.
I like Opticoms way more than laser. I'll tell you that. The 3D effect on this is crazy. I don't know if it's the picture. Oh yeah, that's dope.
Voice, I'm the only person that never held a VK. I wish that was true. I wish that was true. I would feel better about my situation if that was the case.
I've held. Did I hold a Black Knight Shard?
Yeah,
I think I've
Black
held one.
Ashes. Yeah, yeah.
I believe so. Yeah.
That beautiful BGS 9.5 that he had.
I've owned a Black Knight base. I've owned a Black Knight Hollow. I've never owned a Black Knight Shard. So maybe
Yeah,
I
no,
should.
I've never owned a shard. I had a hollow and I had multiple base, but never a shard.
I low key want a Bandolette.
Mhm.
I want to buy her when she comes to the shop first, though.
Oh, you don't have her? You don't have the skin?
No.
Oh, okay, got you.
But like, because of the comics, I kind of want her. And if I get her skin, I might want the card. That happens all the time.
Yeah. It's a
There
good
you
skin,
go.
honestly. Is one of the better skins that came out during that time.
Man, North Bay, they did you wrong here. They did 8s and 9s galore.
Yeah,
But I guess
you got hit on this one.
You sent 2 of each? Jeez, and they were giving you a break. Except for I mean, that's a good one. If you can get a Dire Hollow, that's a good one.
That's a good one to get.
Yeah, tough grader. You get the grader I get.
Yo, Skull.
Skull Trooper.
Yo, you know Skull Trooper is Skull Trooper and I think Pilly are the only 2 skins. Let me make sure. Yeah, the only 2 skins that are in Series 1, Series 2, and Series 3. Like their styles. So you got
Series 1, Series 2, and Series 3.
Yeah, so you got Skull Trooper, you got Yule Trooper.
Yeah.
Yule Trooper, and then you have
Trooper or
no Yuletide Trooper and Yule Trooper. Yeah, Yule Trooper is that Christmas one.
Yeah.
And then you have inverted Skull Trooper, and then Pilly, obviously Pilly Bone. And then he has Unpilly, and then
the crazy
Agent
thing is
Pilly.
I don't think I've ever seen anyone wear inverted Skull Trooper.
that gold, the one I wear
The
is that
gold
gold
one.
one.
The
Ooh,
gold
that
one,
gold one
yeah,
is
yeah.
crazy.
Is that
That
next? Is the gold one next?
I want that
When's the
Control
next
Ranger.
tier list again? 2025?
Oh no, he's talking about the OG tier list. Remember the tier list? It was different from that was like the start of it.
Yeah,
Dang,
yeah. So when like, cause
David
the
OG.
way we say is like most of the cards are in a similar level, so you
Hmm.
put them into tiers, right?
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
think that's a really good way to go about it versus like that's what
Dang,
he's
that's a
saying.
minute ago.
Instead of like the ranking system, like put them in
Hmm.
tiers. Yeah,
I forgot about David OG. That's crazy. I
yeah.
forgot
David is
about that.
OG. Yeah, this is. I really wish I got in the skin because then I'd be all
All
over
right.
trying to get this card. There we
Yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah. There it is.
That's
PSA
dope.
9. Yeah,
Hey,
that's
this is
man.
dope.
That's a him and Cuddle Team Leader, man. Him and Cuddle Team Leader, the only two that really went crazy like that in the series one set that had multiple like that
The
to that
nice to
extent.
have tier. All right, Samus is my favorite. Now you guys know this is the season 1 of the crew pack. I'd say it's season, but this was the first crew pack, and this is the second crew pack. Probably the 2 best crew packs ever to come out.
Oh,
They
they were
start out
fire, bro.
fire.
They started out hot.
Pretty sure I still have both of these. I definitely have Galaxia.
Yeah.
Got her tenfold. I rock this skin a lot.
Mhm.
I love that skin. It's one of my favorites. OBS is gonna like this, an Optichrome Hollow Malice.
Malice. Dang. Opti.
And there you go, Deadeye.
Him and Deadfire is dope
This
together.
is one of Westrum's 3 USA shards.
Yep.
The Ace. Documentaries of it, people getting straight steals. In the card talk section, let's see, your most collected card is Malice. I am not surprised, BS. I knew that.
Mine's is Lux, man. Mine's look like that with Lux.
All right, I want to go up here. So I put this in here. We want to start doing the polls here, and I think one of the things we can do is because y'all like to do the verses is like get you guys into it by Now I want everybody to be in the chat. I don't want anybody to have to like leave and go look at the Discord and stuff like that. So maybe the day before or night before. I don't know how you do the verses when you do them, but at some point we're gonna do it so that you guys maybe can vote too.
Yeah.
So the first poll was just testing out, and it was this season is good or bad. It's either amazing or driving me crazy. Did you vote on this?
Yes.
Oh, you did? Okay. And did you look at the results?
Yeah.
Okay, let me look here. I'm assuming everyone's gonna say amazing because it's driving me crazy. I'm sure everyone's the opposite.
Yeah, I think we're in the it might have changed now that it was an update. Let's see if they changed it.
67% and 33% is driving them crazy. So it sounds like the community's liking the season. I might have to give it another chance.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Wes Bone Staple won, Wes.
Yeah. Sorry, Wes. You have enough. You have enough prototypes. You don't need any more.
Was that was the end of the was that the end of the recents?
Yeah, that was the end of the recent.
All right, perfect. Yo, so you ready for the verses or you need a minute?
I'm ready. We are 1 away from 100
people
in the Discord.
Come on, Discord's going strong.
1 away from the 100 people on Discord. If you guys want the link, just go to FortniteCards.com, and I can throw that up real quick. If you guys want to join the Discord, go to FortniteCards.com, resources, join the Discord. Really easy. So right there, you don't have to be a paid member or anything like that. We're at 100 people, or at 99 people.
99. So. One more. That's dope. The community is strong, y'all. Community is strong. All right, ready?
Let me see these verses.
You see, I know you see that first one.
Yeah, you know, my eyes been going to it like this entire time. I see it down there. I see it.
Yeah. All right, let's get into it. So this is obviously, just to clarify, if you don't see anything above the actual card, it's considered a PSA 10. Obviously, the ones that's not the case, you'll see it. So yeah, PSA 10 Italy Aura or a PSA 10 USA Tomato Head. What you going with, bro? I'm gonna let you lead the way.
First, Warfighter said we can do polls during the stream, but we're on
YouTube.
StreamYard through
Yeah.
going to YouTube, so I don't know if we can.
I mean, they would have to go off and I don't know. I mean, I guess if they're using
No, they said they said during the stream. Let me go to.
Oh yeah, no, you can only do that. You can only do that when you're streaming through YouTube, not through StreamYard.
Yeah, but I wonder if we can open up a new tab and look.
You know
You
what we
get what I'm
could do? We could cheat the system. We can have a dummy.
I love to cheat.
We could have the dummy account be a part of it, and we might be able to do it that way where they can. I know it was a way. I have to look it up. I think it's a way we can finesse the system, but yeah, we would have to be.
Yeah, because that might be a better way than Yeah, we'll figure it out because I want to get you guys doing the votes, but y'all can put it in the comments for now. I'm definitely going Aura. It's not even a competition. I don't care that the Tomato Man has his own POI. Or for the gold.
Yeah, I'm going.
Yeah,
I'm
this
going
is an
tomato,
Italy shard.
Yeah,
David. Wait, so are you saying Italy or are you saying USA? Because this is an Italy shard up here.
this is Italy. No, it's Italy. It's Italy.
Okay, so an Italy shard. So that's clarification. My bad. Let me refocus.
I thought you could tell, bro. What's going on?
I could tell, but I didn't know that you were doing it on purpose.
You know, you're just like flip up like that. Come on,
that's true. So this changes everything. I'm going Aura, Italy. I'm still going Aura. Yeah. I'm still going Aura.
Yeah, I'm going Tomato Head on this one. I rock with Tomato Head heavy. If this was Aura, Cracked Ice USA versus Tomato Head, it would be different. But for this one, it's definitely Tomato Head for me.
So I'm looking on here. I wonder if I can do. So Rob, I pulled up the YouTube live here, and so I don't know where you would do the poll.
You see anything?
Yeah, start a poll. Oh, sweet.
Well, who was that? Warfighter that told us?
Yeah. Well, he said you can do it live, so
appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you.
Y'all know I can't spell too, so you should be doing this.
Dang, Warfighter changed the game out here.
Tomato. Let's test this out, y'all.
Yo, let's get active, bro. That's a game changer.
Let me see if this works. Heck?
Let's see.
They
will see it. Let me see. I'm gonna check it.
Yeah, we won't see it. Let me know. Oh man, it's coming through. It's coming through hard.
Yo,
I can see the stats. This is getting crazy, y'all. This is getting crazy.
Oh, that's a game changer. Warfighter, yo. Warfighter, bro.
Shout out to Warfighter. Warfighter is the he's gonna be the content viewer of the episode.
Yeah,
shout out to him. He gets the MVP award.
He changed the game with one comment, man.
Hey, I'm not liking these stats. Y'all gotta switch this around. This thing. Hey, isn't that cool? I don't like being able to see how many people disagree with me.
Dang, Warfighter just changed the game. All right, let's get it rocking then. All right, next one up.
All right, it's still going through. I mean, how many polls can we do? Can we do multiple? No, I gotta end the poll. Dang, 73 to 27%. Hey, y'all, chill. Is that the final? I think Aura lost. Or Italy lost.
So how long do we want to do the poll for when we do live? What, a minute, 2 minutes? What you think? A minute?
Yeah, until it feels about right. Until we see the winner.
Yeah.
That's 12 votes, 75 to 25. So we have 12 votes and we have 18 people watching. So we can look at it that way, right?
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, I think Aura Italy lost in that pool. Hey, but the USA would be a completely different conversation.
This is an interesting one. So a PSA 10 Drift Brazil or a PSA 7 Drift USA. I'll go first on this one. As y'all know, I actually been in a situation where I had a low grade Drift. I do have to have the USA shower first, no matter the grade, like I said before. So I'm gonna go PSA 7 Drift on this one. Even though I do think that Brazil is the better card when it comes to scarcity.
All right, let's see what you guys say in the polls. I like you guys saying in the comments too, because that's dope.
This is a tough one for me, bro. I'm not gonna lie, because I understand what Brazil can be. But
without looking at the polls, I'm gonna go with the PSA 7 Drift. The USA shard just looks so amazing. I have a Tag 6 Ghoul Trooper, and I have an SGC Italy 9.5 Ghoul Trooper. And I
Yeah.
have to tell you, like all day, that tag USA Ghoul Trooper is like
Yeah.
top of my is what it's like up there in my collection, man. So it's beautiful. So as long as the surface is clean, a PSA 7 has a clean surface.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely going USA.
Like Harry said, the value is definitely in the Brazil long term, but aesthetically,
Definitely, is it definitely? I don't know. Who
I
knows?
think it's definitely. I
Possible.
want. Yeah, I think that. I think, to be honest, I think Italy 10 and Brazil 10 still haven't seen their day. So that's just obviously my opinion. But yeah,
All right, we've got 14 votes. I don't know if y'all can see it, but I'm gonna say we have 14
yeah.
votes. 64% are saying PSA 7 USA, and 36% are
That's
saying
36% is pretty strong. I didn't think it was gonna be that. That's
it's
pretty
stronger
good.
than the Aura. I mean, that's kind of
Yeah.
messed up. I mean, but hey, whatever.
All right. Moving on. Moving on. So this is a PSA 10 Italy Ice King, and then a PSA 10 Midas Cracked Ice.
Ice King versus Midas,
USA Midas, just to be clear.
and the other one. And what's the Ice King?
Italy. PSA 10.
Interesting. So Italy Ice King and USA Midas. All right, start that poll. That's interesting. I would almost argue USA. For me personally, I'm gonna go Midas all day. I think even is that wrong for me to say that USA Midas would even beat USA Ice King?
I
I
don't
think
think it's
so.
wrong. I don't
I
think it's
I,
wrong. I
I
think it's
think
interesting.
I'd rather have a USA Midas than a USA Ice King personally.
Mhm. Yeah, this one is, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. This one is a hard one for me. I think I would, if I'm not mistaken, I think there is 10 or 11 PSA 10 Ice Kings. Um, I've been kind of treading in that water. Dang, but Midas, I think I can get a Midas at any time, quote. But which is not technically true, but I think I have to, based off of what I'm doing right now, I would have to go with the Italy Ice King.
All right, yeah, I got you, Kari. So this is 12 votes, 83% USA Midas. I'm gonna end this poll and we're gonna do it again, guys. And this time it's gonna be USA versus USA. So Ice King USA versus Midas USA. Let's see what you guys say. Midas Ice King.
I'm USA Ice King all day on that one.
I'm gonna go Midas again. I mean,
Oh,
I'm not voting. You won't see
yeah.
my vote up there, but I'm going Midas USA
Mm-hmm.
versus. Oh man, it's jumping around, man. It's jumping around. Oh man, this is exciting. This
I
is more
gotta watch
exciting
it.
for me than you guys. Just watching it. It's getting close. We have 14 votes. There's 23 people watching. I don't know if you need an account to be able to vote. I don't know how it works, but yo, y'all gotta get these votes in. I want to see all 23 people vote on this, man.
Yeah.
I see you. The person who's not voting, I see you. Are at 15 votes.
Since this is family,
50-50. Oh no, 50-50. 16 votes. Hey, that
16.
person who hasn't voted yet, you got to break
Come
it.
on, you gotta break
Come on,
it, break
17th
it, break
vote.
it.
Come on, there's 8 people who haven't voted. Y'all got to break this. Someone's got to break this tie. Yo, that's crazy. 16 votes and it's 50-50. Dang. I kind of want to let this go for a little bit. Come on. There's 8 people who hasn't voted yet. I need to know this tiebreaker. I see you. I know you're watching the stream, but pause Fortnite, go hide in a bush. There you go. Up. They changed their mind. 17 votes. It's Midas. I'm gonna end the toll because that's what I voted for. Oh, 18 for Midas. I think it's Midas, y'all. I think it's Midas.
End it.
All right, Midas won that one. That was dope. Good call, Kari. That was a
So
that was a good.
if y'all want to see, I haven't shown this yet, but as y'all know, I've been doing some consolidating. Wait, where is that? Switch it, Dylan, to me.
Oh, yeah.
I'll not do that. Okay, wait. Yeah, so I've been doing some consolidating a little bit. So I'm gonna show y'all a new set I've been working on. But so this is the Ice King ready to jump right here, right? Then you have that's a PSA 10, PSA 10 Ice King base, right? PSA 10 Ice King Hollow. This was the hardest one, by the way. PSA 10 Ice King Optichrome, and then PSA 10 Ice King Cracked Ice. The consolidation is never easy. You got to let go of some cards that you don't want to let go of, but it was a fun road. Shout out to Sharnock and Brian. Y'all looked out on that one.
That's dope. That's really dope. And that blue, I can even tell from here, is probably pretty dope. I need to
Yeah.
It definitely looks like a nice set. It's pretty fire.
Yo. I'm chilling. Yeah, Kari, I'm chilling on that.
But now let's see the Midas base hollow Optichrome laser cracked ice. Can we see that one next?
No, but I have the just some things in the work. Y'all know how I went with that one.
You got some things in the works.
Yeah. The man is I think consolidation and trading literally hits when the sports is going into it. Like anytime it's just like March, April, May, I just go through my collection, see what's on the fence, and then you just gotta sometimes you gotta let some of those cards go, man.
Yeah, no, I feel that. I need to well, I've been selling a lot of my PSA ones and switching, like keeping my tag ones and going through that. So that's fun for me. So that puts me in the option to only go after raw cards.
Yeah.
Like I'm in the market eventually, not right now because I don't have the funds, but for a raw Aura Crystal Shard. No idea how the last auction went for over 800, and I was like so surprised. I thought it was gonna go lower than that. So that's pretty much that's the only thing I'm focused on is like how do I get some tag graded cards like that? Because Aura's that's gonna be a hard one now.
That is gonna be a hard one. I mean, for you to get like a Aura set in the tag slab, it's not gonna be easy.
It won't be easy. No.
Yeah, it's not gonna be.
I'm not even focused at 10s at this point. At this point, it's just like getting a USA Crystal Shard Aura and a tag is gonna be kind of hard. So.
Yeah, I think a USA Crystal Shard Aura would be top 5, but since we just got the cracked ice, I think she's top 10. But I feel you.
I'm gonna say Crystal Shard or cracked ice. I flip flop.
It's a difference, bro.
If you guys are new to the show, there's 25 people here. Rob doesn't let me slide.
If you're new to the show, and you're Crystal Shard and cracked ice.
When I make the pamphlet for Inky to give out at the shows, I'll make sure to say that USA is Crystal Shard. The Series 1 is Crystal Shard. USA Series 2 is cracked ice.
It's important, bro. It's important.
It's semi-important. All right, what we got here? Ooh.
This one is a PSA 10 Red Knight Italy versus a PSA 9 Rust Lord USA. I'll go with this one first. Man, I have to go with the USA PSA 9 Rust Lord on this one. And that's with me assuming in this situation that I don't have the Red Knight USA shard yet. You know what I mean? Obviously I don't, but in this case that I would use that as assuming that I don't. So yeah, the PSA 9 Rust Lord Crystal shard would be for me.
Although I like the Rust Lord for like the Unreal logo, I've never been a huge fan of them. I actually like X Lord better. Even though I'm not a huge fan of Red Knight either. You know how I feel about these types of cards. I think the Red Knight Italy is pretty dope, to be honest. I think I'm gonna go Italy Red Knight on this one. PSA 10.
Shout out to Rust Lord being Renegade Raiders counterpart too. That's always dope.
Yeah, that is dope. I mean, the skin itself is pretty interesting. It's not like it's like a bland skin. Remember we were talking about like the different levels of it. Like he has enough cool stuff about him he's above some of these other ones. But like being paired up against Red Knight is kind of rough. It's like
it's tough.
Yeah, Red Knight's a really good one. I'm gonna go with Red Knight for sure. And I don't know what the pop or the gem rate is on an Italy Red Knight, but I don't think it's high.
It's never easy. It's never easy.
We got 16 votes on this one. It's getting up there.
Yeah, Warfighter, you're correct. Yeah, it is a Rust Lord variant.
Yeah, Red
which is kind of unique because I think Rust Lord was originally Jonesy, but as you know, if they don't show the face, it's kind of just a template. So
yeah, it doesn't matter who's under it. It's just they have to choose someone as the base thing.
We were just talking about this. We haven't been able to name it yet, but it's a part of the Rust Lords, whatever we figure out the name is going to be, his variant. I don't. What do we even call it? I don't know. Like, because
Model.
yeah, I guess yeah, the model. I guess I thought we could find something cooler, but I don't think we can. I
Yeah,
don't think we can.
probably not.
Yeah, yeah,
All right,
yeah.
with 17 votes, there's 27 people here. 10 people
Where'd it
don't like
go?
to vote, so it's Red Knight that takes it.
They only didn't vote because it's so hard. That's all. That's what
Yeah, they're
happened.
still thinking. They're a little slow to it. It's all right, guys.
Yeah, the Metallica shirt hit was definitely a dope touch on that too for the new skin in the game. Rust. I think he's just Rust. I think that's the name of him. Yeah.
Westrum said do Bullseye versus Bullseye. I'm gonna say neither. I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Void it. Void it.
Mhm.
Ready? We giving it. Did you close it?
Yep.
All right. Bet.
It's cool because it keeps it posted in here so you can see
Yeah.
the results. I like
So
that.
PSA 10 Raven Brazil versus PSA. I already know what you're gonna go with on this. PSA 7 Gold Trooper USA.
Wait, let me just put in the poll. You did do really good, Kari.
Yeah, Kari, you killed these. You killed
Yeah,
these.
these are really good. All right, so Ghoul USA versus
PSA 7.
Brazil. Raven.
PSA
I said
10.
Rave. 1 second, y'all. Brazil. PSA 10 Raven. PSA 7 USA Ghoul.
Westro said he hate THG. Yo.
We're the gift that keeps on giving. You can't hate us. All right, I'm gonna post this here. Y'all don't even need me to talk. Y'all already know. I'll take a PSA 1 Ghoul Trooper over a PSA 10 Brazil Raven personally.
Yeah, I'm definitely taking Ghoul on this one.
Yeah, Ghoul for sure. Is there a PSA grade that would make you change your mind? Like, how low for the Ghoul Trooper would you have to go to switch it to the Brazil?
I'm not gonna lie on Ghoul. I don't. It's Ghoul, bro. Like I
It's
think
like
I'm
just having
yeah.
the USA Crystal Shard Ghoul is enough for you.
Because
Yeah.
the aesthetic of the card weighs heavy on this, and it's like it's just this one is tough. It's tough. I gotta go Ghoul on this one.
Yeah, dang. Y'all make me want to pull out my Ghoul, man. Dang.
Yeah, bro.
The fact that I know exactly where it is.
And I rock with Raven heavy too, by the way. But yeah, this one is
this is my USA. Look at that
look at
shard.
Look at that. Look at that hit. Look at that hit. That overlay. Well, look at the shards. You know what I mean? That's that's
yeah, you can see the overlay there. It's like that's not ice. That's shards. That's what he's trying to say here.
Yeah, Kari, that's what's so interesting about these Brazil ones, because I really don't think it's seen its day yet. Like when it comes to grading these things, man, it's gonna get interesting real quick. I would love to see how the hobby shakes out in 5 years when it comes to talking about these cards.
Yeah, but like you can't take away from the USA Series 1 shard look. Like
Yeah,
the cards are breathtaking. It's like they're literally pieces of art. Not that the Brazil ones aren't cool.
Look at yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
It just
this
hits,
Ghoul looks
man.
nice. Ghoul won by a landslide, by the way. It's 80 to 20%, 15 votes.
Yeah.
Still 10 people not voting. Do I need to show the Cardian? Come on, guys. Get active here. They must be playing Fortnite. That's what's happening. Y'all can hide in a bush and vote, man. Get in that car, lock the door. All right, we have more?
Yep. Malhai, I feel you. I understand, bro. I understand. I went through it twice already when it came to Brazil. It's not easy.
I knew it. Someone was playing Fortnite. That's okay. Hey, you guys have us on while you play Fortnite. I appreciate it. You don't have to vote at that point. Ooh.
PSA 10.
Let me get these down.
Versus PSA 10 Ragnarok USA.
All right. So PSA 10 versus. I'm not gonna type the whole thing. So we have Ragnarok.
Yep.
And we have Valkyrie. And don't make me be typing, guys. Y'all know I suck at spelling.
While you're doing that, I'll let you get your response after you're done. I'm going rag on this one. I just really like the aesthetic of that card. It's a dope card, bro. It's one of the best cards aesthetically in Series 1 to me.
Which one did you say?
Ragnarok. I rock with it heavy.
All right, y'all all say Ragnarok, but like, hear me out. Right? They both have the same shard, technically, and Valkyrie just looks dope with the blue eyes. Y'all can't. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go Valkyrie. The poll's at 100% Ragnarok, which I'm
Yeah.
okay with. I'm not one that's voting for Valkyrie. I would trade a Ragnarok for a Valkyrie personally.
I don't think you're wrong in that. This is that rag. That rag hits for like man. That joint is
I
crazy.
mean,
And like
blue's my favorite color. They both their eyes are glowing. Both of them hits.
yeah,
I actually own Valkyrie. It's like one of the first skins I spent like 2,000 V
yeah,
for.
yeah. I got both of these too.
Yeah, so it's I just like Valkyrie. Not that I
I
wear anymore,
yeah.
but she's
I
dope.
told you, bro. Them first 9 seasons, bro. I think I was buying everything, bro. I think I skipped like maybe 10 skins.
Did you buy the expensive legendary skins?
Yeah, yeah.
Dang.
Like yeah, bro.
What about the gliders? Did you buy the expensive gliders?
Nah, I didn't go too deep in the glide. The first glider I returned was the one that came with triple threat and jump shot that played the basketball music. I was like, oh, this crap is annoying. I thought it was gonna be like, I'm like, I can play with this.
The ice
I
dragon I
returned
thought
that
was
joint
dope,
immediately.
and then it's just like it's
Like,
too
yeah,
loud, it's too
yeah.
big.
I was
Starting
like,
breathing fire.
yeah,
No,
Richard, I got Moisty.
no way he bought Moisty. No one bought
Heck
Moisty,
yeah, I
Richard.
got Moisty.
Nobody bought Moisty. All right, we're gonna end that at 15 votes. I lost. That's all right.
Moisty Meyer, man, you gotta have Moisty. Oh man, they tugged on this one.
Oh my gosh, this is easy for me.
It's easy for me too.
I'm gonna say male versus female. All right, we're gonna go Calamity.
This is and I think this was the yeah, so this is the transition. This is Richard's setups right here. This one was, and then obviously going into Calamity.
Yeah, Calamity all day. If you don't know about Calamity, you don't know about Fortnite. Let me say that. Calamity was something else. All the selectable styles from she was the tier 1 skin, wasn't she?
Mm-hmm.
And they got all the selectable styles. It was just dope. It was just super dope. And like the base style, it looks really nice. It's good.
What makes her iconic exactly?
It was the POI where you couldn't build that, and you had to use the 6-shooter or the shotgun. That's what was iconic about her.
I got you. I understand.
If you know, you know. I'm not gonna go into details about it.
You sipping your tea. I know it's coffee, but I'm gonna call it tea. But yeah, mine's is Deadfire all day on this, and that's not because I don't like Calamity. I think Calamity is one of the best skins
Mile High is wild
in chapter 1, but and yeah, Deadfire all day. This is a heavy PC card.
I appreciate you, Warfighter.
Let's go.
He gave a tip, and it's all because of Rob. He says he's gonna start drinking every time he says aesthetic.
Yo, Warfighter, you'll be drunk quick, bro. I can't help it. I tried to switch
you want a drinking game? Every time I call a crystal shard, a cracked ice card crystal shard, you gotta take a sip.
Alcohol poisoning.
Dude, you get drunk so fast. So, funny enough, as somebody who hates no builds, you know how often often I was in that town?
That joke was fun.
That's wild to me that I hate no builds, but God was I in that town all the time. I don't know why. I think it's just a dope POI.
Well, not only that, I know you remember. No lie, you could jump from like 7 kills coming out of tilted and literally end up with like 12 just going, rotating that way. Like the way tilted was, but like during that time, you could come out with like 12 kills compared to regular.
I'm telling you, I used to land on the rooftops and try to snipe people. It was a different time then. All right, let me end this one because Calamity won by long shot, 93 to 7%. That might be the biggest difference.
Oh, I got you, Richard. Okay, I see the way you was doing that. Okay, let's go back. Actually, let's do that. So he wanted them to be paired against each other. I like that. Okay, so he wanted to do.
Okay, so he's doing pairs versus pairs.
Yeah. Okay, I like that. All right.
Okay, well, now we voted on that. We'll do this too. So it's going to be the pair of Ragnarok.
Thank you for that clarification, Richard.
Versus the pair of Calamity.
Oh, dang, that's crazy.
Calamity pair. I should say Deadfire, and then Valk / Rag. All right, let's see how
All
this
right.
one goes. I'm gonna go Calamity all day. Calamity and Deadfire. First of all, you can tell they're like together. Both.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
you can tell these ones are pretty close, but no, yeah, I'm gonna go Calamity. It's a bigger impact. Although, wait, before I change my mind. No, skin wise, I want to go Calamity, but pairing these
Pairing,
blue together hits. Oh, that makes it
they
hard.
do.
Like switch
I
back to the other one
yeah.
and then go back
Yeah.
and then go back again. Yeah. Oh, that makes it tough. Oof, that makes it.
I'm with where your head is, and believe it or not, Deadfire is my heavy PC card. Love Calamity, but this pairing right here is too crazy not to go with. It's
Yeah,
too.
I see what you mean. Ooh. Um.
I think
Dang. I
damn, I'm
can't get
betting
away
on the
from Calamity and Deadfire. Those two skin wise to have both, but dang, that blue hits. Ooh,
that's a crazy pairing though.
because these do go really, really, really well together. Like in
Okay,
your collection, if you had these up next to each other, it's gonna be really
yeah.
dope. It's pretty much the same exact blue. Oh man, they go well. I'm going to change my answer. I'm going to go with Valkyrie and Ragnarok just because of how dope they look together.
I think I have to do the same thing. I think I would want Calamity and Deadfire as cards, like just in general, but the pairing is just too good not to go with. I think I have to go with this one.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I
yeah,
think Calamity takes the cake out of all of them, but man, this Rob, if you want to say it for me, so they have to drink
yeah.
the aesthetic
The aesthetic, you know.
looks too dope here. Um, yeah, I have to say.
Yeah,
I'll
it
say
Warfighter.
Deadfire's aesthetic's not that great. I like
No, you tweaking. You don't even know what you're talking about. You don't
it.
even know what you're talking
It's
about.
not a
Trust me.
huge like go to it again. I've seen it in person. I get it. I get it.
No, you tweaking. You tweaking.
For me, I mean, it is dope. I just don't like the aesthetic with Calamity. That's what I have to
Yeah,
say.
no,
It's just too
yeah.
different. It's just too different.
Yeah, this is for reasons I can't mention.
All right, Calamity and Deadfire still won.
Yeah,
I'm not mad at it, but those two
yeah,
blues go hard together. I'm
yeah.
not gonna lie.
That blue is insane. For reasons I can't mention. Okay.
For reasons
To
I can't mention.
make sure I got Richard's thing right, I just gotta check. I just gotta check this. Let's see. So I gotta pull this one. Don't mind that one just yet. Oh yeah, you can mind this one actually. Let me just make sure. Okay. So this one is we're gonna switch this. So this one he did Triceratops and Rex versus Arachne and Spider Knight.
All right, I started the pool. I got a little lazy on the names, y'all. My bad, but y'all get it. The dinos versus the spiders. All right, so now we're back at the like. I like what Rich is doing. He's putting like the more noticeable skins that are color different versus ones that are aesthetically like matching, and it's making it really hard. I had to go with the dinosaurs though because they're just too dope. I love the dinosaur pair. I used to rock Triceratops, but I've always loved Rex and watching. And like I wish I could wear male skins more. I would get that skin. I'm gonna have to go with these two. I like these a lot.
Yeah. Richard, and I know I mixed these up a little bit after you told me, but it's still working pretty great, bro. It's still working pretty great. But yeah, I feel you on that. But just like we just talked about when it came to Rag, these
they go
two
hard
cards
together.
man.
They do go hard together. I'm not gonna lie. I don't care about these skins separately, but together it's kind of
tough. It's tough. Yeah, I gotta go Arachne Spider Knight on this one. But to your point, I do like this is just like an OG pairing right here. It's so dope. But
here's why I like these versus like the Calamity and the Deadfire. Those kind of clashed, right? Color wise, these are different, but they don't clash. This red and green, like they're on the spectrum, and it looks really good. I think they're dope together. So that's why I was able to make this decision here versus before. It looks like the dinosaurs are winning at 53 to 47%, but it was much closer.
All right, cool. Yeah, Richard, this is I like that this one is close because I do think that Triceratops is an underappreciated skin though in game. Like I think it's a dope
I used to wear it a lot. I used to wear it a whole lot. Wait,
And
her hood is always on, right? If they bring her hood down,
like the
like
what's
Elite
those
Agent.
skins? Yeah, like Elite Agent, but it's the comfy skin, the shark one. It's like the shark. They got like the shark. I can't remember. Yeah, but yeah, that would be pretty dope. Yo, facts, Kyrie, facts.
Yeah, my thing is the pairings. The people who are going after the pairs, like the female male versions,
Yeah,
that joint's dope. Trying to get both of the. I used to want all 4 bears, but I gave up because like
comfy
too
chomp.
hard.
Thank you, Jo. Yes, that's the one I was thinking of.
Comfy chomp.
So now we going into technically this is not what Richard put together, but these are the last ones together. Like
I'm
as
gonna have
in
to.
without
I'm
it
gonna
getting
have to
mixed up.
change the title of this episode.
Yeah, this is dope.
I don't know
I
what
like.
I don't know what I'm gonna change the title to, but like this is fun. This is
Yeah,
great.
and this is the last one too. So first of all, this is just change versus forever. The fact that we can do polls in real time. Shout out to Warfighter because you just changed the game. So
Yeah, shout out to us
yeah.
for being lazy and not trying to figure this out sooner.
Well, I actually did try to figure it out. I didn't think that you would be in the live to be able to do it, but that's besides the point. I tried. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's working out. So thank you, Warfighter,
yeah.
and thank you for
So
the tip, of course.
we have Oblivion and Omega versus Raven and Ravage. This is
All right,
another crazy one.
I'm not gonna. So Oblivion
And Omega.
pair. Oh, and I'll just say and Omega versus Raven and Ravage. Raven pair and Omega.
Yeah, Steven, we struck a nerve with this one. Yeah, I like when that happens.
All right, flip back and forth for them.
Yep. Oh, my bad. There you go. So you got that beautiful gold and the blue. And then this, I'm not gonna lie, I know Omega's in here, but this is actually not easy for me once again because of the pairing. It doesn't make it. It doesn't make
the pairing
it
for me. I kind of have to go Raven and Ravage.
That's what I'm leaning towards too. I'm not gonna lie. It's just too good. I think the pairing where the colors is kind of at least on par. It makes it hard to pick against. Dang.
Yeah, sometimes the color. Although this blue and gold goes really nicely
It
together, I'm
does,
not gonna lie.
especially
It does.
because they have it in there.
The worst for me was Calamity and Deadfire. Their colors just don't mesh. All these other ones, they mesh pretty well.
This is super close.
I'm gonna have to go. I'm just gonna go Raven, and Ravage. Yeah.
Now I'll be honest. If you know this how I always evaluate stuff. If they were on the table in front of me, like let's say we was at the National, these two was on the table. Let's say I didn't have Omega, it's no question. But pairing wise, I have to go Raven and Ravage.
Not that you can sleep on Raven either because he's pretty iconic, but
yeah, it's close though, man. It's close. I think
I don't have a love for Oblivion. Is like, do you like Oblivion? Does anybody like
nah,
Oblivion?
I think it's a good skin. I didn't love it though. I didn't love it. I'll be honest.
Omega is definitely legendary. Yeah, for sure.
Yo, Richard getting that. Yo, come on, Richard, don't do that, bro. Like, yo, Richard getting a workout in while we doing this. I love that. And it's bench. Yo, what you got on the bench, bro? What you got on the bar? How much? You gotta let me know on that one.
This is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do, Rob. We're gonna turn this into a whole show. So we're gonna do it live, and then we're gonna chop these up and add some animations, and they're gonna have their own logo. It's gonna be like Fortnite versus, and then we're gonna have like solos, like what he's saying, and then we're gonna have one that says duos.
Yeah,
that'll be dope.
This is perfect. This changed the game. I'm with that.
Yeah. So Raven won this just barely, 15 votes.
Wow.
53 to 47%. That's really
I like
close.
I like it. 185.
All right, so for sure that Warfighter gets the MVP of the night, but Richard's a close second, pulling in this duo competition thing.
Yeah.
And then shout out to Kari too for always putting in verses. We can't forget Kari.
This one was super tough for me. This I'll have to call out. What was one of the tougher ones on Kari? And because the duo was ridiculous, but Kari had some ones in here. This one was tough too. Dang.
Oh, you know what we were supposed to do tonight, Rob?
What's that?
Oh, so we said we didn't have any news.
Yeah.
But what Rob and I were gonna do is we were gonna react to one of our old episodes.
Oh God.
If you guys don't know, we've been doing this show for over 2 years now, and like anything new, when you start out, it's horrible. And
Horrible is not the word.
we never watch our shows back. Never.
No,
Never watch them back.
nope.
Rob says he hates his voice. I don't know why.
Yeah.
It always sounds great.
Can't stand it, bro.
I know I probably sound like a 12-year-old. So we wanted to watch some of our first episodes back and get our reaction.
Next week.
But now it's already midnight, right? So like
we got y'all on that though.
They said we have to do it now.
Oh God, no! Next week, I gotta prepare my mind for that.
I don't even know if should we play like 30 seconds?
Yeah, we could do 30 seconds. We could do 30 seconds.
Let me see.
Yo, this is terrible.
I gotta make sure that I can do the sound.
The audio.
Yeah, audio is always confusing.
Let
me stop sharing this.
Yeah, well, Friday. If Dylan was clean shaven, bro, you'll literally look 12 years old, or you'll look like the thumbnail from a couple weeks ago.
Dude, when I kid you not, when I don't have a beard and stuff like that, seriously, people think I'm like, who knows how old. I get carded for everything. I've gotten carded for Tylenol before. It's ridiculous out there. And then people are like, oh, it's a compliment. I was like, okay. Although when you don't get carded, then you start to feel like upset about it.
Yeah, Jake, he tried to delete that episode. I told him he couldn't do it, but you know, that's in the archives probably.
Is this episode that declares Autumn Queen the queen? That never happened. All right, so 2 years ago, let me see here. What was the number? I don't know which one I should go for. Yo, bro, wait, didn't it have like a lot of views?
Oh, did you talking about that one that was just oddly higher than the others? It was like one of the first 10, I think.
I don't know which one I should pick. So if you guys don't know, we named these episodes really badly. Like really badly. See
what Warfighter said? He said react to the
order. No. I might delete that episode. I literally might delete. To share audio, share tab or screen instead. Okay, Chrome tab.
Yeah, that was still the craziest moment ever, bro. Oh man, the secondhand embarrassment was crazy.
Oh, okay, let me try this. All right. I don't know why they make this so difficult. Entire screen. Let's see if I can do that.
Dang, bro.
It's not working. Present, share screen, Chrome tab. Let me try this one. There we go. Is that working?
Let's see. It's pulling up. Hold up. Yeah, it's up.
All right, so we can see it here. All right, which one am I picking, guys? Should I do a poll? No, I'm just kidding. All right.
Oh, shit, bro. No,
all right,
please. Bro, where is this coming from though? Like,
can you hear?
5 out of the yeah.
All right, so I don't know. I'm gonna look to see who's real. Look, we got JT here. That's Dill.
Not weird.
David.
I mean, so Peely got really popular when people were talking about on Facebook like 6 months ago. Like it blew up. Then it died down a little bit.
This is gonna be hard. This is gonna be hard to watch. We need to find a.
I'm saying this long term through all the ups and downs, just because the IP is gonna be so strong.
Patty's cards from 2 years.
The best way I would want them to.
100%. 100%.
Oh, I don't know if I can get that clearly enough. Like, follow the.
All right, so that's a snippet. We're gonna pick a really good episode. There's some episodes where we were talking about Reloaded. I'm pretty sure 2 years ago I was talking about Reloaded and Renegade Raider, and I want to see what our predictions were.
Yeah.
So we're gonna find out.
Like Series 2 1 2. Series 2 and Series 3 predictions was and top 10s was pretty fun.
Yeah, so we'll do that, and then the prediction ones would be kind of good to see like where they landed before and after the set releases, like so we know what they added. It would be dope.
Have a good one, Dale.
Y'all have a great one. We'll pick this up next week.
PSA 3 episode.
See you guys.